going down. I really hope I'm not dreaming right now. Wait, let me check outside and see if there's lifeboats. The lifeboat's out. Yep, it's going down. What do I even do in this moment? Like, I'm not even prepared. What am I supposed to bring? My camera? No. My phone? No. Only the necessities. Only things that I absolutely need. What about this piece of chocolate? Oh, yeah, this is definitely a necessity. I need this to survive. Have you ever wondered where your poop goes when you use the toilet?
Huh?
Please be careful. Lucky just had surgery. Take very good care of him.
It's okay.
You don't want that because she always go out, in and out.
Where is she sleeping? In the back of the truck?
Yeah. She's like very funny.
Oh, why don't I open the truck then?
It's not there. But she can sleep properly.
What is she sleeping on? The hard plastic?
So, box.
Hello, Vince. How are you? Welcome. Welcome.
Come on, boy.
Hello, Preston. How are you? Welcome.
Wait, why did you lock him inside?
Dogs
Anyway,
always chase their owners.
Good to be here with you guys. Just thought I'd wait a little longer to come in because we didn't go fishing. Hello, John. How are you? Welcome, guys. We're just been busy all day taking care of little things around here. Hello, Oliver. Welcome. So anyway, we did get the gate finished at the top of the hill, and they painted it today. So the gate's all done, and we put paint on it, primer on it. It's a black primer.
What?
And then we started clearing out the new project, clearing the shed out down here.
Shut up. You killed my son. I will never forgive you. Lucky.
Hello.
I'm so sorry. I trusted the wrong
So we
person.
started clearing
I
out
failed to my baby.
the garage I got down here, so we can start making that into a little house. Good morning, Matthew. How are you?
Come on, boy.
Welcome, guys. Trying to straighten up my camera here. Anyway, another little misunderstanding on my channel. The guy named Wolfgang. Hello, Scooby-Doo. Wolfgang emailed me and said, "Oh, I heard you were talking about me in your channel." I'm not trying to hurt your channel. I wasn't talking about Wolfgang. I was talking about Wolf finding strife. So somehow everybody keeps getting mixed up on what I'm saying, and I'm just going to quit talking about anybody, period. Got a message from James today. Called me on Messenger. Evidently, Janet was in here yesterday. Then Janet went to Isa's channel, told Isa that I said somebody in James's channel, his channel subscribers, is trying to destroy me. That is not what I said. I was talking about the guy was in James's channel trying to destroy James's channel. So there's like all this misinformation going around. So you know what? I'll just nip it all in the bud. I'm going to tell my Nightbot if anyone mentions the name of James to time them out. You know? I mention Janet's name, time them out. I'm just tired of all the drama and the bullshit. You know? My God. I'm not going to talk about Colonel removed your mod.
Come on, Zoe, you can do it.
You know, it's just a bunch of baby ass shit going on. I'm tired of it. You know, I don't want that drama in my channel. These guys are just playing games. Whoever's doing it's playing games, and they're out. They're not a mod anymore. So I took care of the issue in my channel. That's right. Life is way too short to be filling our minds with crap. You know, and to have him call me today on Messenger and say, "Oh, Janet's telling Isa that you're talking crap about me and my or that I'm destroying your channel," or I'm like, no, I didn't say that, James. I said, go to my live feed and watch it. I said, you'll see the live chat is still on, available. You can go and see it, everything I did say, instead of listening to all this BS from these people. So anyway, I think I found a new way to use Nightbot. I'll just have him time out anybody who mentions people that cause drama on the channels. I don't want any more. James and I get along great. We don't talk all the time like we used to, but we still get along good. You know, I didn't accuse him of destroying my channel. I don't know who came up with that. Janet came up with that. So, and then the drama starters in my channel, I'm going to time them out too. Like Janet, if she wants to start crapping channels, I'll just time her out. I cannot, June. I can say like, salamat po, ano, bakit,
Just moved to Australia, but quickly ran into a big
mabuhay.
spider.
No, I only know words.
But the truly
You know,
terrifying part
umaga, hapon, gabi,
he now had to
kumusta
set them straight
ka?
in the beds of those who don't like
I know a few
this man
words,
just
June.
moved to Australia. into a
Maybe you can teach me more. I know
I
Papa.
built a house for you to
Hey,
live in.
Scuba, Scuba, how are you?
How come you live in such a tiny house?
So, anyway, guys, we're just going to keep the drama out of the channel. We had a nice, smooth,
Oh no, it
flowing live feed last night. It was like 3 hours, 40 minutes long. We all had a great time. We chatted. We had a good time.
so big.
It was awesome.
This house from
So anyway, we're going to
I'm on my way home. Did the package
be working towards the Christmas thing with the basketballs. Because Jimmy John and I were talking, he thinks that that's just too many basketballs to dump on him at one time. That maybe we should reduce that number and find something else to do with some of the money that he sent over. So we're going to be looking at that.
Pete, what are you going to do?
Ding Lam. Ding Lam, you're looking for a girlfriend, huh?
That was so big.
Ding Lam, there's no ladies in here.
That was real.
Not right now. I know insults in Messiah. You know, you're the second one that knows the insults.
Definitely better.
'Cause I remember when PK and I were talking, he knew the cuss words, but he didn't know how to speak. So anyway,
That was impressive. But since you get
okay. Thank you, Matthew. I'll tell Charm. Matthew's going to send over his weekly contribution, Charm. She said, okay, Matthew.
that trick was definitely
I don't know what the exchange rate is now. I haven't even looked at it. I feel sorry for the dumpsters downstairs. There's no dumpsters, Kenneth. What dumpsters you talking about in my house? I'm not Messiah. Knee gears, I'm not. I'm American. I live in Visayas, but I'm not Messiah. My wife is from here, on Masbate Island, but they speak Ilonggo. Primarily Ilonggo, Masbateño, mixed with some Cebuana and Tagalog all slang together. You throw it in a big pot and you mix it up and that's what you get. A slang language that nobody understands. Certainly not me. I can't understand it at all. Yeah. I'm in the Philippines. I love it here. I live on Masbate Island, but I don't speak all the language fluently. I'm just not really putting myself to dedicate myself to learn all the words. You know, you'll hear me say some when somebody rings my doorbell or asks questions or something. Change your doorbell ring. I keep thinking it's mine. Okay, we can do that. I don't know where the doorbell is. I think it's in the bedroom. You know how to change the ring on the doorbell? Make it ring something different? All right, hold on. Micah. 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 Come here, hon. I'll have Micah change it. We don't care what it is. And now, 8 o'clock at night, Charm unplugs it. No more doorbell. Get the doorbell. I want you to change. You can. Huh? No, I want you to change the ring on it. Jap keeps getting confused because everybody rings our doorbell and Jap thinks it's his. He's going running to his door. Can you get the doorbell and change the ringtone, please? All right, no problem. No, we're going to change it right now. We don't care what it is. It just, Charm unplugs it at night anyway now. We're tired of it. 5 o'clock in the morning, I had somebody up here, ding, 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 ding. Like, what the hell?
Papa,
Charm and I both said, enough's enough.
Papa, it's still again.
They speak Romblonian here, the provincial municipality before and after speak the same as they do on Panay. Okay, yeah, same dialect.
I didn't mean to.
Very good.
Balik mo daw.
Me, I've been here since 2011. So November this year will be 15 years for me. Long time.
Get out of here right now. 911.
I've been here a long time. I enjoy it here, you know. I really like it here.
This boy right here is
If I want to trigger them, I call them Ayasib. Yeah, Messiah backwards. Yeah, I understand. Copy71 says, I went to Australia and the kangaroos said you're gay. They are very right. I am so gay, Cappy. I'm a happy gay. Are you a happy gay?
you ruined my car.
Damn, you're a full-fledged Filipino now. Yeah, pretty much. I do everything that they do, you know, and then put an American twist on it, you know. So it's our way. We do it our way, you know. But yeah, I've been here a long, long time. I have a company here. I work, I play, I do everything that Filipinos do. I go fishing. We were supposed to go fishing tonight, but a big storm was moving in. We got 2 storms coming in back to back. So I'm being prepared for that. Hello, Reg Taco, how are you? Jab says, last night, Mike is gay. Yes. That was, I'm almost positive. If you looked and you saw Justin And I made the comment, I know Justin. I know the name Justin.
This is not my
Because the name Justin, when you used to look at Patrick Reihard's YouTube channel, at Patrick Reihard, underneath it said Justin. Okay? His handle was Justin. So what he did is he changed his handle to come in as Mike _ gay. Okay? And then he's giving gifts. He's screwing with us. But he changed his name. It's okay. Maybe he'll come back and spend a lot more money. Chriselle says, Mike is gay, Mike is gay, Mike is gay. And you know what, Chriselle? I'm sorry, but I got to kick you out of my room because you're nothing but a troll and you don't know what the hell you're doing. So, Chriselle, goodbye. Have a wonderful life, okay? Bye-bye. I'm not tolerating any trolls anymore, guys. I'm just done with it. So, either you get to them or I get to them, but somebody's going to get to them. So anyway, the trolls now, when they come in, as soon as they start crap, talk nasty, talk anything other than a normal chat, boom, hide them. I don't care. I'm not going to fool with them anymore, play games with them. I went out and I changed my shirt for the one clown the other day. And I came back and you guys had already hidden him. I said, oh, well, hell, never mind. We'll just start hiding them. Done, done, done. No time for the BS. That's right. They come in like that, talking crap like Chriselle just did. I don't care who she is. I don't know who she is. I want to talk crap about my channel and talk crap like that. Just slam the channel line. Boom, 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 boom. Spam, spam, spam. Dead, done, gone. Bye-bye. We're dealing with the same weather. I haven't been fishing since Tuesday. Yeah, Michael, we didn't go fishing since last week. Around Tuesday also. As soon as the storms start coming in, and you know, right now, I'm going to pull the MJ boat out of the water. It's not available to go to Panay anymore. It's off the ticket. So I'm going to pull it out of the water. I'm going to beach it up here on our other property. And then that's going to be it. There's nobody going to take the MJ boat to Panay Island or anywhere right now. Storms are coming. I found that account was open February 12, 2025. I think he tried to hack my account. He used my avatar, but I have a really old special YouTube account. Ah, very good. What a clown, huh? Chap said, had rain here today, too. Not too bad. Yeah, we had I was down there. Charm called me down to get 3 diesel containers for one of the boats that's going fishing. That illegal baby zipper out there, they're buying diesel from us. So they're buying 3 containers a day or every other day or something like that. So anyway, I filled up 3 20-liter containers for them, and it started pouring down rain. I had to run home in the pouring down rain. So yeah, it was pouring pretty hard. I could see the clouds over Panay too. They probably got a good drenching over in that area. So we got rain in Masbate for sure. All right. So anyway, I went down to take a look at what was going on at the basketball court. I'd pull the beautiful boat out very soon. Yeah, there's storms coming. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to talk to my father-in-law tomorrow at high tide, see if we can get enough people together, and we're going to just push it up out of the water. No need to leave it. I'll put it over in the far corner, and then just leave it there. Rain can't get in it, really. I'll cover up the engine compartment good with tarpaulin and make sure it's secured for the storms. But I can't let somebody take it and run off to another island, and then all of a sudden they don't come back for, 2 or 3 months saying that the weather's bad, they can't get back. I don't want to play that game. Just better leave it right here on the beach, instead of having it sunk out in the ocean somewhere. Anyway, the guys that wanted to take it out, I mean, they're okay. I could kind of trust the guys with my boat along in Norberto. But I just decided that with all the storms coming, there's no need to even leave it on the beach. I got to pull it anyway. So first we'll pull the MJ boat. And if the storms get too rough, we're going to pull the Mike Ella boat out. Leave them out until these storms get by. This is a tough part of the year for us, this rainy season, Yeah, I got most of the technical issues worked out. I don't... The easiest way to keep them worked out is just not to mod anyone. Only keep the mods you see, the ones I have. Yeah, we don't risk it, Matthew. When it comes to storms, I never leave my boats in the water. If we have any type of tropical storm, severe tropical storm, Category 1 typhoon, they come out. no need to take a chance. They're a wood boat, you know. And I watched my neighbor's boat. We had a storm come in. It was only a Cat 1. He didn't think nothing about it. He had it up on the beach, turned sideways. But the waves come up and hit his boat and broke his boat right in half. Just smashed his boat. He brought it up on the beach and had it sideways to the waves. Big mistake. If you're gonna bring a boat up on the beach, you keep it vertical to the waves coming up. So if they do come up, it can still go up and down, you know, but it's still tied. You know, it can float like a boat's supposed to. Instead of you put it sideways and all it's gonna do is flop over and the waves are gonna knock the hell out of it. And it broke his boat. I was talking to you the other day about my return to the Philippines in July. Yeah, you're coming back in July. What day are you coming back, traveler? We leave ours out till after the 1st of November. Got to paint and stuff anyway. Yeah, but Michael, I don't know that you want to do that with all these storms that are coming in now. You might consider beaching it. But actually, the fish is not bad right now. My other boat got 35 kilos the other night. He's been fishing morning times. The water's a lot calmer at 3 a.m., you know. But it's been really, really rough the last week. We've had 2 to 3 foot waves on the beach here, 4 to 6, 7 foot waves out in the ocean where they're going. But they got the Queen Charm boat. It's a bigger boat. They can handle it. I went out in fog one day, Mike. Big mistake. Never again. Yeah, you know, when you go out in fog, if you don't have a GPS in your hand, don't go. You know, if you don't have a fish finder with GPS or a handheld GPS or app on your phone that can receive Wi-Fi when you get close to shore, don't go because it's just too dangerous. There's not a lot of, we don't get a lot of fog out here, but you know, Jap, I did the same thing. I was in California and the fog is rolling in, but I was outside of Point Loma, at the end of Point Loma, and the fog rolled in over the cliffs of Point Loma and came down into San Diego Bay. So it came down inside. I was still outside. When I started to come home, I saw all the clouds and the fog rolling in. I go, crap, we're going to get back. So I started heading back in. I beat my boat all to hell before I ever got back to shore. I did. I got lost in the fog. Next thing I know, I hear waves. I was near the beach somewhere I couldn't see. So I shut the engine down. The next thing I know, I'm on rocks. I'm on the end of Point Loma on the rocks. I was just inside the point on the rocks. I was like, crap. I jumped out of the boat to get my boat off the rocks to help push it off the beach and off the rocks. You know, keep it from going all the way up on the shore. And when I did, my glasses fell off. So now I got no glasses. And I'm blind. I'm half blind. So now my glasses are off. I get the boat turned around. I got another guy helping me. We bolt in the water, getting the boat out. We start the engine. The propeller hits the freaking rock. Breaks the steering. The steering arm has a knuckle, right? It popped off the knuckle, ruined the rudder steering arm knuckle there on the linkage. So now we're kind of screwed. So we're just holding the engine. It's outboard, right? We're holding the engine to keep it straight so we can get off the rocks and get back out. And then I'm listening to the bell buoy. I can hear the clang, clang, the clang, clang, you know, in the middle of the channel. And so I knew that's the green buoy out there. So we headed for the sound. We got to the buoy. It's illegal to tie up to a buoy. At this point, I'm kind of desperate. I got, my propeller is on my 3 blades of my propeller. 2 are broken. And 1 is severely cracked all the 3/4 of the way across it. 2 are gone. I got little nubs, about this big. 1 of them is cracked 3/4 of the way across it. Lucky it didn't break off. And before I even got back to shore, it was gone. It broke off.
It's a butterfly, a big one.
Okay, we'll kill it. So anyway, you're watching garbage on your channel. So we were at the bell buoy, and we had no way to steer it, right? A guy came along, he had radar on his boat. He came over by the buoy, he saw us there. He says, how can I help you? And I said, well, just point me back to Point Loma. Point me back to the pier, you know, at Shelter Island. So he said, all right. So he lines me up with Shelter Island, right?
Hey, Sophie, can I go outside?
I start heading for Shelter Island, and the linkage pops off again. The motor flips over to the side. Here I am, lost again in the frickin' fog. I learned my lesson. I learned always carry my GPS with me. At that point, I had a handheld GPS, a little Garmin. And you know what? I didn't have it that day. That's what sucked. But after that, when I did get to shore, I'll tell you what happened. I finally did get to shore. I got to where I could start seeing some of the landmarks. Went past the submarine base. I just followed the shoreline past the submarine base and all the way around to Shelter Island until I got back to Shelter Island. Then I backed my boat down in the water, or my truck trailer back in the water. I went to pull the boat up, but because I have no propellers, I was having a really hard time getting it all the way up on the trailer. So I got it up about 3/4 of the way. I was only like a foot from latching. You know, I had the rope tight. I said, well, I'll just jump in the truck and just pull the boat up on the flat, right? From the ramp up on the flat. Not. I started pulling it up and the rope broke. My boat landed on the frickin' boat ramp that has cement that's jagged like this, right? To give you a grip for your tires. There's my boat, high and dry. It's a tri-hull, right? What a mother. So then I got a bunch of guys just laughing at me, sitting on the pier. Hey guys, you mind coming and help me out here? You know I'm already embarrassed enough, but can I get a little help pushing this thing back in the water? So they all came. We stood the boat up on the center transom and pushed hard, got it back in the water. I backed the trailer all the way down the water this time. Tied the rope back on it, hooked up the hook, strapped the damn straps on it, and then went on out. And then I had to drive from San Diego all the way to El Cajon, where I lived, to Santee, with no glasses at night. I didn't get home till like, I don't know, 5 in the morning. I left Shelter Island at 3 a.m., got home at 5 a.m. Took me 2 hours to get back to El Cajon. I had no glasses, so I can't see. I'm driving down the highway. There's no one on the road at that time of the morning. You know, I'm just trying to stay between my lanes. You know, I know the landmarks. I lived there long enough, so it wasn't a big deal. But I finally did. I just took it real slow, and I got home. Jimmy John, hello. Hook 'em horn, how are ya? Good morning, Jimmy. Yeah, when are you guys meeting up, Matthew? You guys in the next few days, huh? Yeah, Jimmy John, thank you for your generous donation. And Charm and I are talking about possibly shirts and basketballs. They're going to have a tournament August 15, 16 during the fiesta. It's only within our barangay, the Pirak. We have Pirak Gumamela, Pirak Yellow Bell, and Pirak, what's the other one down there? In Layag. There's another Pirak down there, Albor. So the three Piraks are going to challenge each other and play team on team like that, double elimination, and have a winner, you know. So they're going to have a little basketball tournament going on soon. Gigability, hope you don't have no boat no more. I do have 3 boats now. Yep. But guess what? There's no fog in the Philippines. Have you guys ever seen fog? Well, I do. I can't say that. Up in the mountains, up in Antipolo, Tagaytay, areas like that, they get fog sometimes. But yeah, I don't. I don't have any problem with fog on Masbate Island. I've never seen fog here. I have seen heavy rain, and let me tell you, it sucks trying to get home in the heavy rain too. It's almost as bad as fog. You can't see nothing. You can't see the shoreline. You can't see where you're going. You can't see any lights. Pouring down rain. You need a GPS, you know. Luckily, we do have fish finders on the boats with GPS that we're able to see the track we came out on, and we can follow back the track to get back home. So not a problem. Hi, sir. Just a random question for you. What do you prefer, gasoline or diesel? I prefer diesel. I don't do hybrid or electric vehicles whatsoever. And you know what? I don't think the batteries are up to snuff yet for these electric vehicles. Hybrids are okay, I would reckon, because you have an option of gas or electric. And then they only go to electric when you're at very low speed, 35 or less, 30 kilometers per hour or less, like that. Then they convert back to EV. When you're on highway speed, the engine's running and it's charging your battery back up. But all that being said, I don't like electric vehicles. Now, I'll show you why. I'll just run in here real quick. I'll show you why I don't like electric vehicles. Okay, I've tried my share of electric vehicles. All right. Okay, let me show you. This blue one, electric vehicle, bad batteries. The red one, electric vehicle, bad battery. I changed, put a lithium battery. It's okay, but it can't even carry my weight, okay? The other bike here, electric bike. Lithium battery, good, but got a flat tire. I got to change the valve stem on it, okay? And then over here, electric bike. Okay, this is the first one we bought. It's a 3-wheel electric bike. Bad battery, bad controller. No good. Sitting there like a piece of crap. Then you take this Honda Beat, okay? The Honda Beat, gas powered, fuel injected, runs every day, runs beautiful. No problems. So, I can just tell you, out of 4 electric vehicles, I prefer the gas any day of the week. No more electric for me. I'm not buying any more electric anything. Whether it be car, truck, anything, I'm not buying it. I think electric vehicles suck. That's my personal opinion. You guys go ahead and do what you want with your money. But if I have a choice, my truck is diesel. I prefer diesel, okay, over gasoline, but it's a little more expensive here in the Philippines. Diesel's, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 pesos higher than gasoline here in the Philippines. Yeah, Baguio definitely has fog. So if you guys are driving on those foggy roads, going up in the mountains, going up high in the mountains, you're going to hit fog. But out here on the lowland where I live, next to the beach, Masbate, no fog here. But Sharam, I would just say buy gas or diesel. Don't waste your time on electric. If it's going to be a hybrid, if you got the money to buy a hybrid, then buy a hybrid. But honestly, I don't see what it's buying you. I think the issues, the problems you'll have with it in the future are just going to far outweigh just going and buying a petrol vehicle. That's my opinion. It'll be a busy trip home. Yeah, no boat, no more. English much? He deleted somebody. All right, time him out. There you go, guys. Oh, you should just hit that guy. With a name like that, you should just hit him out. Straight up. If they come in with names like that, they're trying to get me to say a dirty word on YouTube. You might as well just hit him out. Let's see if I can do it. Nope, he's already timed out. Okay. Keshri said, Michelle said that she heard that Scuba said that Charm told him to tell you to badmouth me. Keshri said that Michelle said that she heard that Scuba said that Charm told him to tell you to badmouth me. I wouldn't badmouth you for nothing, Jimmy John. You're the most awesome guy I got in my channel. You screw with me more than anybody. When I lived in the U.S., Jeff, I was living in California. I've lived in Washington State, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, Tennessee, and the last place I lived was California. And I moved out of California in 2011, came here. I did 20 years in the U.S. Navy on submarines. So most of my time was spent around some type of submarine base, both Charleston, South Carolina, and in San Diego, California. True, Evolia, and we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. I'm not racist, so it doesn't matter what color people are. It really doesn't. Okay, so we're not going to go there. I don't want to talk about racism and talk about races of people. If you continue on with that, you'll get timed out as well. You cheetah print. Jap says, stop hiding people. No, they deserve it. He was hidden, okay? Jap, read the name, okay? Then you know. Just look at the name. You don't have to say it out loud. Just read the name. You'll know why he got timed out. Those are not tolerated on YouTube, and they can get your channel banned. So they know what they're doing. They're trying to come in and affect your channel. I'm buying a BYD. Dixie, I just looked at BYD yesterday. I was in a mall. When was I looking at that? I was in a mall in Lucena, and they had BYD vehicle there. Very nice looking vehicle. I opened the doors. I checked it out. I listened to the doors shut to see how solid they were. And BYD, to me, with its accessories and stuff, it seems like a very good vehicle. But I'm not going to buy one. Gig says, an electric tuk-tuk. Nope. Give me a diesel or a gas-powered tuk-tuk all day long over the electric. Electric anything made like that, trouble. Battery problems. You know, guys, that every electric vehicle that has battery problems that I have right now at my house, I just bought 4 brand new batteries, all right? They're almost 5,000 pesos for 4 batteries. So I can fix that blue electric bike. I bought a lithium battery for the red bike. That's 100 amp hour, but it's only acting like a 10 amp hour battery. It doesn't last very long. Like I thought 100 amp hour is going to last a week of riding. No. Ella's running around here all day long, comes back, has to hook up the power and charge it up every day. It's just a piece of junk. They're just lying. The battery will tell you it's 100 amp hour. No, it's about a 10 amp hour. The China companies are just lying on their batteries, on what you're getting. So I'm at a point now where I'm going to try to convert everything to lithium, but lithium is so damn expensive. They wanted 5,000 pesos for a 100 amp hour lithium battery. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So I went back to original gel battery, the TE series batteries they put in all the electric vehicles, the 12 amp hour. I already have four 12 amp hour, and I just ordered 4 more. So between the ones I have, I'll get 6 good ones, I'm hoping. And then the electric vehicle can ride the kids back and forth to school. Because right now they can't ride anywhere. Piece of junk. All of them. The 3-wheel red one was very nice when I first got it. And after 2 weeks, the controller quit working. I had a guy come and there was a resistor blown on the controller. He found it, he fixed it. Now it's not working again. I'm like, and that one's got 25 amp hour batteries in it, 4 pieces. So you can't put those in the little bikes that are only good for the 12 amp hour batteries because the slot's too small for it. They don't make it underneath the seat big enough. So you got to use a 12 amp hour or change to a lithium battery, and the lithium batteries don't last like they say. So just garbage. All of them are garbage. Jap says, let Mike be the boss. Gas or diesel, I'll pay. That's me too. Yes. Electric toasters are cool. Yeah, they are. I've got one. You want to make toast? I got one. It sure was, Matt. Racism is auto out. That's right. Anyone racism in my channel, automatically. Just toss them. We're not racist here. No room for that in this world, you know? Do y'all have any roads there with solar lights on it? We have them on a mountain. Help see the road at night. Michael, they are putting solar panels into the barangay here. They did it like 4 5 years ago, right before the pandemic. Right, like in 2020, they bought solar lights because I bought a bunch of solar lights and they bought them for me. Okay. And I was just talking to the barangay captain 3 days ago. When I got back from Lucena with my solar lights that I brought back, I had ordered 30 lights from a company in China, right? 5 boxes there. This is all the brackets. These 2 small boxes are all the black brackets that hold them. And all of these are solar street lights, 300 watters. So I let the barangay captain know I've got them. And he said he might be interested in them, but maybe around August time frame. So we'll see what he says about that. I have them, so if he wants to do something with them, then I'll sell him some. I just had another chick hatched out here. So they're still coming out slowly but surely out of the incubator. All right. I offered the lady, she's down there sleeping in my truck, her and her husband, to watch my bad boy. I offered to let her sleep up here in my extra bedroom. And she said, no. She'll just sleep down there. Every hour they get up and feed the bad boy. So that's a lot of work they're going through to take care of my bad boys there. I don't know what Charm's paying them, but she's paying him enough. So anyway, I'm just going to turn the light on here if I can. I know. Bila. What's your money?
15 pesos.
Okay, wait a minute. Can't get my light to come on, huh? Hold on. There we go. I'm going to have to get a light on out there. Let me get this guy a couple pieces of ice here. This is one of our little side things to sell ice to people. I keep forgetting that. I don't want to flip lights on all the time. I'm not used to it. Carrying my camera around here to show you guys while I'm going to get ice. But everybody else's, the kids are in bed. It's Friday. I don't know why they're in bed so early. They're usually up and about. They're probably just playing games in their room. The 2 girls got scared tonight. They were seeing a reflection in the window of something pink, which happened to be their own dress. It was up inside their closet. There's a pink dress there, right? So they're saying, they come running out of the room. Oh, there's a lady, somebody wearing pink, looking in the window. I went over there, I'm looking. And I went down on the front of the house, shined my flashlight down the little alley there. There's nobody there. I said, how the hell is this person going to get back here anyway? They can't come through the front yard. The dog will eat them up. And they can't climb over the wall. It's got glass on top, and it only got about a 2-inch space between the roof of my house and the wall. So nobody can climb in over this wall over here. Oops, almost stepped on you, dog. See, my wall goes all the way up to there. You can't climb over my wall. Hold your hand up. There's your ice. Thank you. All right. Hey, you can't get over the wall. It goes all the way up to the top of the house, to the wall of the roof. So there's no way to climb into my house. The only access is here, coming in my front gate and coming up this way, you know? And then they got these two guys to deal with. And the gate's open. The dogs can get out. As soon as they hear someone come up the driveway, they're at the gate barking. Roof, roof, roof. And they let me know under no uncertain terms that people are coming, you know? I know when anybody's coming in my yard. So the girls are all scared, running out of the bedroom. I'm like, something's going on here. I look and there's a reflection in the window of the dress up in their, the dress that's on their closet. What's going on here? Oh, I got to carry these nails. These are all number 3 nails that Charm was sorting today. We sell hardware supplies. So what she does is she sorts out the bags into 1/4 kilo and 1/2 kilo bags of nails. These are all 1/4 kilos. This is number 3 nails. So she'll put them in 1/4 kilo bags. And if you want a kilo, she'll give you 4 of them. You know, we sell it for $120 per kilo for nails, steel nails. Anyway, we have every size of nail from 5-inch down to 1-inch. All right, y'all have roads that with solar lights. Yeah, we do. Some of them, not many of them though. Mikey, the man cheers, Big Daddy Butts. Hey, Gooey, how are ya? Hello, Lin. If there is such, Philippine would be a world champion in Tismas World Cup. Yeah, they would. They'd be the world champ for sure. Fiji sounds nice. How much is fuel? Fuel here is 85, was 85.9, 86.9. 91 was 85, and 95 octane was 86, and diesel was around 90, I think, or 88 or 87, like that. It was a little more expensive, but the prices of fuel have been dropping. So they said they're going to roll back prices again, and I haven't been to town yet to find out. But yeah, diesel is king. I love diesel, and it's easy when you have an issue where you don't have fuel, because the thing about it is I sell diesel, guys. I sell diesel, I sell gasoline, and I sell gasol. The diesel we sell is what I consider to be dirty diesel. We sell it only for the boats, you know, the little single-cylinder diesel engines that we run in the boats. We don't, I don't generally put this diesel into my vehicle. I used to put it in my H100 until I started getting low fuel pressure on the fuel rail. And my truck wasn't running right, and I'm smoking everywhere you go. Big black cloud of smoke, wasn't complete fuel burning, and the injectors were getting screwed up. I said, and I was getting water in the diesel. Always the water gets separated, right, in the fuel filter. It was just becoming a mess using that diesel. I quit using it. Now, what I do is I have 2 containers. I buy diesel by the container. They bring it, they pour it into my drums. So I have 2 drums. I had 4 when this whole fuel shortage started. So I had 4 big drums that all held 200 liters. All of the 4 drums held 200 liters each. And so and then I had a bunch of containers and other areas for diesel. So I had over 900 liters of diesel stocked here for the fuel crisis. And now fuel prices are going down. And so we did a good thing by buying it the way we did. But now they're cracking down on diesel sales, okay? The illegal diesel sales, which is coming off the ships and stuff. So they're cracking down hard on those. So you may, at some point, we may never again be able to get diesel from the fishing boats coming. We may have to always buy it at the Patron. And so if it's 86, we're going to have to charge 100 pesos here for it. You know, because we're buying it and then transporting it here. Costs us fuel to get it here. Then we stock it and then we resell it. We can sell it. Right now, I don't know what they're selling for. I asked Charm, I think she's only selling for 330 pesos per gallon, which is, what is 330? That's 165. So that's about 83 per liter. 82 per liter is what she's selling for right now. So she's pretty low price right now. USA lost to Turkey. Oh no. Michael says, I'll stick with the Toyota. Yeah, I got my Mitsubishi Strada Athlete. I love it. And the other day, I just realized it's not a 2024. I've been looking for parts for this damn thing, right? For a 2024 model. Because when the lady sold it to me, she said something about they bought it in 2024. But it's not a 2024 model. It's a 2023 model. I had to clarify it because I looked at the VIN number. I was like, whoa, this doesn't look right. Then I go over to the paperwork and I go, this is a 2023. Then I start looking for parts for 2023, and guess what? A dime a dozen. They're all over the place. I can get all the Mitsubishi parts for a 2023. Just can't find nothing for a 2024. They try to fish off on the Mitsubishi Triton, which is not the same vehicle. So now I know I can buy fender flares for a 2023 also. And I got to figure out what happened with my money in Lazada. I bought fender flares. They didn't fit. They were the wrong ones for a 2024 Triton. Then I sent them back to Lazada. They credited the money back to my wallet. And then when I got my new phone, somehow I ended up with a new Lazada account. So my old account is there, but it's not linked to my new account. So that 4,500 pesos that was there for the fender flares is gone. I got to talk to Lazada and find out how I get my money back. Or I got to get my own phone, my old phone fired up and get back on that, put my SIM card back in that phone, get back on that Lazada wallet so I can get my freaking money out and buy another set of fender flares. That sucks. Yeah, USA sucks at football, huh? That does hurt. Yep. Beer time. Hey, Oliver. Congratulations. Enjoy your beer. Soccer really isn't our thing. Yeah, and soccer here in the Philippines, it's not really a big thing either. Basketball is the thing here. But you know what I was looking at today, which I want to try to do? I'm looking at taking the plaza, and I want to talk to the SK group and the barangay captain and see if we can measure the distance and make sure we have enough room for a tennis court. Then I want to paint the lines for tennis with one color, paint the lines for volleyball with another color, and then have, of course, the basketball lines. You know, not to confuse anyone, but I think we can use our plaza for the young kids to play soccer, you know, put up 2 goals so they can play soccer. Like MJ, he wants to learn. So maybe we can just build a couple goals, be simple enough to follow, you know, the goals. They don't have to be professional size. They can be like for little kid size. So do that and then do tennis where you can just put 2 posts up, you know, cement tires, fill cement with tires, put a steel pole in it and tie your net to it. Your tennis net at the right height, spread it out the right distance, and you got your tennis court. Then you want to play volleyball? Tie the net higher up on the pole, you know, move it to volleyball width, and you got a volleyball court. So the kids here would actually be able to play multiple different sports right in the plaza, you know, and then they can challenge other barangays to volleyball tournaments, and, you know, tennis players can challenge other people to tennis. And it might open the doors to the people here to learn more sports than just basketball. Right now, it's just basketball. I even have an American football here, but I don't want to begin to try to teach them American football. You know, it's going to be hard to teach them. There's no place here to play softball. There's no field to go play baseball in, you know. I'm going to try to teach MJ how to throw baseball. I've already got his glove. I want to start teaching him how to throw baseball. You know, he's 5 years old. Get him to start throwing baseball. Teach him American football. I got a rubber one, a small one for him. Not the dinky one. I got mid-sized ball for him. So I'll start teaching him how to throw a football and just try to introduce him to a bunch of different sports, not only basketball. 'Cause right now he wants to do soccer and he wants to buy soccer shoes, but there's no grass. They don't play soccer on grass here. They can either kick it around on the beach, go in the water, whatever, and it's not even the safest place with all the glass and sharp corals that'll pop their ball, you know. Best place is in the basketball court to learn it. Never fails. As soon as you think you're some hot shit, you get beat. That's crazy, huh? The next generation EV battery technology is solid state battery. I've been seeing that. Charges in minutes, last hours. I've been watching that solid state battery technology they're coming out with now. I've been also watching the hydrogen cars. There's a lot of new technologies coming out today. And I believe hydrogen is an awesome way to go. I really do. Do you think the batteries on a 3-wheel e-trike would work good with a solar setup? They're not really, they would. They're not really, they're gel batteries and they're only 12 volt. The big ones in the tricycle are 12 volt, 25 amp hour. So the best thing to do for solar, Michael, is to use the batteries like I have here. This is what you want to buy, like this. You want to use these. Dynes is a great brand. These are 51.2 volt, 280 amp hours each. So the way I have these hooked up, I'm getting 28,667 amp hours, or watts total. 28,667 watts of power, okay, on my solar. I'm off the grid. I'm at 89% battery life right now. It's been cloudy and rainy today. We lost some power, but this is the way to go batteries, lithium batteries, guys. Don't waste your time on gel. Gel are garbage. Let me show you gel. I'll show you the difference. That battery over here, you see those batteries are still working? The gel, 3 months after I bought them, the 12 volt, 100 amp hour gel batteries, 1 month, here they sit, right here, garbage. I had 6 of them. My brother-in-law wanted to try to put 3 of them in his house, in Masbate, and hope that it can hold somewhat of a charge for his solar system there. It's not working. I know it's not. The gel batteries are complete garbage, just garbage. And that's why all these electric bikes they're selling are complete garbage. And mine came with a warranty. My red electric bike back there had a 1-year warranty on it. So I called Anchi up, of course, on Shopee, where I bought it from, right? I called him up. I said, hey, I got a problem with this bike. It only runs like 50 feet and it dies. And I've had to troubleshot everything. The batteries are no good. Can you replace the batteries, please? That's part of your warranty, right? The bike don't run, then you got to fix it. And the guy goes, well, yes, sir, but I have no batteries available. He goes, maybe by the end of May, I'll have batteries here. So this is already mid-July, and he doesn't have batteries yet. He's never going to get batteries, okay? Because he doesn't want to honor the warranty. He doesn't want to replace the batteries. He's a piece of shit company. So don't buy anything from Anchi, ANCHI, here in the Philippines, or you're going to get taken. 3-year warranty you pay extra for means nothing. They won't fix nothing. They're liars. Straight up lying to me. Over and over, week after week, they lie to me. I've been contacting them and they keep lying to me. So I'm never going to get my batteries. I'm just going to end up doing what I did before, like this other bike. I just went out and I bought 4 new batteries and then screw them. Never buy another product from them. I won't buy batteries from them. I'll buy them from someone else. I'm not going to buy anything from that company ever again. I'm not going to recommend them to anybody. Because to me, when you have a warranty, make somebody pay extra for a 3-year warranty, and then you won't honor your warranty, you're no good. And then when I asked the guy, oh, I can come to your shop and pick up batteries. Oh, no, sir, we don't have a physical location. Really? Where are you stocking all these bikes you're selling? The one you sold me, you got to have a warehouse somewhere. No, sir, we don't have physical location. So that means you're just ordering from China, sending direct to me. It makes no sense what they're talking about. That's just another lie. You know, there's another lie. They have them in the Philippines here. So anyway, I don't think they're worth the crap because they're gel batteries, Michael. They might last you a little while, but the cycling of the batteries, the power cycle going up and down, maybe for a small little solar setup, because one gel battery, I'll tell you, one gel battery will handle one fan all night long. The 15 amp hour gel battery, 12 volt, 15 amp hour, I charge it up with my battery charger, and it lasts me, I hook it to an electric fan in my bedroom. It's a 12 volt fan. It lasts me all night. And by morning, the battery's like, the fan's barely moving. So that's how screwed up these batteries are. They're no good. A 15 amp hour battery should be able to last that fan a full day, 24 hours, but they're not. They're just, they just die really quick overnight. So never mind. I love your self-stirring cup. Oh, you got one of those too, huh? That's nice. I like my self-stirring cup. My daughter bought that for me for Father's Day, and that thing works good for now. It's made in China. It was only like, I think 150 pesos for it, but it's a cup. It holds coffee, so yeah, it's good. Good for me. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Jose. Michael says these lights are embedded in the road between the lines. Yeah, they have those new little lights that they put there on the roadway. The little small ones that they put on the roadway that they'll light up as you're driving along. It's like something that tells them, a little motion on the street or whatever tells them to light up. You see the little light lighting up as you're driving. They're pretty cool. They're cool little lights. So anyway, UK also suck at football. I hate soccer, but I'm American. Don't like to lose. All good. I'll have a beer. There you go, Oliver. Enjoy your beer. What is a bad boy? You said they are feeding it? What is the bad boy. A bad boy is a pig. We have one female that just gave out 7 babies. And so they're feeding the babies down there. You guys want to see the babies? I'll walk you over there and let you see our baby pigs. Brazil is going to win the World Cup. Okay, that's a good prediction. Yeah. Yeah, I like this, huh? That's a nice little cup. Self-stirring cup. It's got a little motor inside. And when you push the button on it, it spins. And it mixes your drink up. And it actually creates quite a little stir in your cup that if you don't put the lid on it, your coffee's going to go out. It's a kind of a little motor, cool little motor. Hey guys, let's go see what the bad boy are doing, huh? I'll just walk down here. I haven't looked at them today. I was so busy today, I didn't have time. We'll go down here, we'll take a look at the bad boy. A bad boy is Tagalog for pig or hog. It's called bad boy. Let's go down here, we'll see what's going on. I don't even have my glasses on. I left them in the house there. But we'll go down here and check them out. What they do is they keep them, here's the mama right here. Mama's here, okay? They don't leave the babies with the mama. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all curled up here, nice and comfy. Sleeping, they're all happy. They got banana leaves and a little cloth thing here. They got a good roof over their head, so they stay dry. Mama's got a good roof over her head, so they're not going nowhere. They stay nice and dry. Here's my truck right here, my Mitsubishi Strada Athlete. Anyway, this bike right here that you see, this is the one I just sold to PK, the Cruiser. I sold it for $35,000 to him, and he was asking me, how am I going to get it out of the shed? So he wasn't feeling good today. He said he was too hot, overheating. So I got the bike. I aired up the front tire. It had a low front tire because the valve stem leaks. And I pushed it up here myself. And then I gave him the key. I gave him my brand new battery. And he's opened this cover here and put the new battery in it. And it should fire right up for him. But I want him to come up and pressure wash it today, but he didn't bother coming up. I think he was too involved over there with that young girl again. So never mind. His choice. Anyway, yeah, he heard that I was upset with him. from my live feed last night when I said wasn't real happy with him for doing what he's doing, going back to that loser girl. And he asked me, "Are you angry today?" And I said, "Yeah, you're damn right I am." I said, "You would think of all people, as much as you've watched my channel on YouTube, as much as you talk to people on YouTube, you would see the warning signs, and you wouldn't go fall back into that stupid trap down there. Money, 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 money. A ridiculous trap he's being sucked into." And his response to me was, "I can't help falling in love with who I fall in love with." Are you kidding me? You can't help that? I can help who I fall in love with. Anybody here on my channel can help who they fall in love with. Especially when you got red flags flying up in your face. But he can't help it. So I'm sorry, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do to help him. Nothing. I wash my hands of trying to help him. I'm not going to help him. I did go down today. I fixed his water. He now has water at his house. And still got a little slight leak at the bulkhead fitting. I think when Sammy put it together, he didn't. He put the gasket on the outside of the drum. The gasket needs to be on the inside in front of the nut. So when you tighten down, it squeezes the gasket to prevent water from riding up through the threads of the bulkhead fitting and going out. He put the washer on the outside so the water has opportunity to go all the way through the thread to the outside of the barrel before the gasket tries to stop it. Anyway, and then there's no Teflon tape on the threaded fitting of the bulkhead valve. There's no Teflon tape on it. So you just threaded it together. So of course it's going to leak. He didn't put any kind of sealant at all. So anyway, I offered him another bulkhead fitting. I have a brand new bulkhead fitting here. Oops, I didn't know what to do with it now. Oh, there it is. See, I'm going to explain this how it works, guys, just so you know if you ever have this issue where you need to make a barrel for water catchment. I'm going to show you what you should do and what he didn't do and not why it's messed up, where he lost water. He lost his water in 2 days, a drum full of water. But you need to put Teflon on the thread, first of all. This threads into the bulkhead fitting, okay? On the outside, this is your valve to shut your water off if you need to shut the water off, right? But you have to, well, that's stiff, that's brand new. That one's brand new, it's very stiff. Okay, and you got a threaded fitting there to thread the fitting in to put the hose in so you can have your water going to your house. So this is what we put in the drum. But this is a counter. You see, I'm going counterclockwise and it's tightening. Okay, it's reverse thread. So when you tighten this, when you put the bulkhead fitting on, it should be, let me show you how it should be. Okay, this needs to be on the inside. The rubber gasket needs to be inside, like this, to prevent here the water going out through the gasket to the outside of the drum. Okay, and then you put this on and you thread it, reverse thread it, and you tighten up inside the drum, and it squeezes the gasket down to make it nice and tight fit so you don't have any water leakage. He put the bulkhead fitting backwards, okay? And then you thread this valve outside the drum like that, okay? He's got it the other way because this is threaded, so he's got it on this threads on the outside of the barrel. He put the bulkhead fitting backwards. So anyway, I saw that today. I'm like, well, there's your reason you're leaking. And we'd already put water in it. I said, use your water. When it's empty the next time, come and get me. We'll flip the bulkhead fitting around. We'll put Teflon tape on the threads of the valve, and we'll put it back together for you, and you'll have no more leaks. So anyway, that's what he's up against. He's got to wait till all the water's done. Now we filled up the drum for him. And so maybe it's going to last him 2 or 3 more days, and then he'll be out of water, and we can fix the bulkhead fitting so he'll never have a leak again. So I did that for him this morning, but he was not feeling good. I think the heat was getting to him, making him feel nauseous and sick. Every time he stood up, he said, I'm feeling nauseous. So he went to lay back down, and I didn't talk to him the rest of the day. I got his bike out, got it ready for pressure washing, I stopped, gave him the battery, the keys. I'm going to grab the paperwork tomorrow out of the folder and sign over for sale to him for the bike. And then he's on his own. I can't do anything more for him. I didn't want to sell him the bike, but Charm wanted to sell it, so it's gone. Let it go. Josh, good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Good morning, Josh. Gooey, bad boy is a pig. Yeah, I've never heard of feeding a pig hourly. These are the babies, Josh, and so they're there just to watch the pigs. It's like when you have a newborn baby, it's always crying to be fed. Well, they're doing the same thing when the piglets wake up. They're there, and they hear the commotion of the piglets when they get hungry, waking up, and so they're there to put them with the mama. And then after they all get to feed, then they put them back in the other pen where they are today. So it's really nice having somebody that's dedicated to put that much time into our baby pigs. I'm not sure what Charm is paying them or what she's giving. Maybe she's giving them a bad boy. I don't know. But no, you don't leave them with the mother because the mother is very careless. She'll roll over and smash your babies. You know, she will do that. They don't know what they're doing half the time. And the mother will, it's known that the babies will end up dead if you leave them with the mother. So we always pull them out. And then when they're feeding time, is put them back with them, you know, let them feed, watch them closely, make sure they don't get rolled on or hurt. And, you know, basically protect your investment because they're not cheap. Not cheap to raise them, you know, and not cheap to even breed them and pay all the fees for the mama to make the babies. But they sell them for 3,500 pesos each. And right now I've got 7. We're going to probably keep 3 or 4 and sell the rest of them. Just use the money for feeds type thing. Gooey says, bad boy, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Learn something new each day. Yeah, there you go. VMP, how are you? Welcome. Hello, hello. Oliver says, God, I'm going to miss my guns, but I'll drown myself in street food and beer. Yeah, you know what, Oliver? My guns are still there. And they're with a friend over in Arizona. And I really want to get my guns and take them to my brother's house so that one day, when my son is older, he'll be able to go over there to my brother's house in Mississippi and with his cousins be able to go out and go hunting. They can teach him how to go hunting for deer. But right now, my guns are in Arizona at a friend's house. He's had them for all these years, you know, that I've been here, almost 15 years. He's had them over there at his gun safe. And the only way I can get them back is for me to physically go to Arizona and say, here, I come to pick up my guns. I'm going to take them over to my brother's place over in Mississippi so my son can have them when he gets older. And then he'll give me my guns and I can go on my way, you know. But otherwise, I'm not going to get them. I might as well just have my son buy new guns, you know. So anyway, fuel's gone up mental here. That's crazy. Why did it go up? The price dropped to below $70 a barrel and the fuel went up. Does that make any sense at all? That's gouging the public. That's all it is. They're gouging. Yeah, 70.60 per barrel now. Super low. Yeah, so why would they raise it? Wow. Hey, Ben, how are you? Yeah, I can finally get it for $3.88 a gallon for my semi. Wow, that's cheap. It sucks to get 200 gallons at once. Yeah, I understand that part of it, Matthew. You know, Charm and I, we buy like that much every time we go buy fuel. And then I took my little card with me for Patron because I like them to credit me for the points, right? And the last 3 times, they said, oh, sir, the machine's not working. Okay, so this time I said, you mind if I get a little ticket for all the fuel I've been buying from you? I want it to be documented so I can come back and say, hey, put this on my card. And I don't want somebody new saying, oh, sir, you have to prove to us you bought it. No, I'm going to have it proof. Signed by you guys. Here's your little card. I'm going to show it to them and have it put on my Patron card. That's a lot of points I could have on there that they're not giving me. So I'll get them. Yep. 200 gallons. What are we getting? What did I get the other day? I got 120, 80. I got 200 liters. Not 200 gallons. I got 200 liters, cost me 17,360 pesos for 200 liters. Mike, I looked up your reversing light problem. I think it's a fog light being red. Maybe, yeah. But what I'm going to do is I just looked on Shopee. They have You know, Mitsubishi quoted me 26,900 for the rear tail light assembly. I look on Shopee, it's 1,900. What the hell? What is Mitsubishi doing? That one assembly, you can get what they call low voltage. The right side has a little bulb, a little incandescent 12-volt bulb. The left side, the driver's side, has an LED bulb. It's an LED bulb that's white red. It's a RGB bulb, is what it is. Okay, and the white portion is for backup. The red, with that particular light, supposedly there's a remote that you're able to. It's got a circuit card. There's a remote. You're supposed to be able to change the colors. I don't want all that. I don't have the remote. Never was given to me. So I'm going to rip that light off. Before it was white. So somehow they had the voltage adjusted properly to have it on the white. Well, now it's coming up red. And I tried to off it on it. It's not changing color. So it's red. But the way I look at it is, maybe that's going to catch somebody's attention. A white light coming on and a red light. This guy's backing up. I'm just going to leave it. I don't care. Nobody watches me back up. Usually the only time I back up, if I'm in a parking lot in a store, or I'm backing into the parking spot in a store, who cares what color the light is? I don't care about it. Yeah, but that's probably what it is. Probably a fog light or something. Hey, Greg Master, how are you? Welcome. Darren says, I really like your solar system, Mike. Thank you, Darren. Yeah, it wasn't cheap. The batteries alone, one battery was 95,000, one was 98,000, and the inverter was 78,000. All the breakers, wiring, everything ended up being about, I think, about 8,000. And then the solar panels were roughly, the older ones cost more, of course. I got some up there on the roof that cost me 10,000 pesos, 550 waters. But then the price started coming down. Now they're like 6,100 for the type in bifacial 620 watt, 610 watt, 620 watt, like 6,100 pesos. So $100 a light or a panel. Solar panels are like $100 a panel. So I'm going to buy another. My plan is to get another 6,000 watts. I have 8,900 on the roof. So to get 6,000 watts, I got to buy 10 more panels. So that's $1,000 US to go out and buy them. But that's one of my next investments. Is going to be 10 more 600 watt solar panels, and I'll hook them up. I'll hook 4 of them up, 2 and 2 on 2 other strings, and then put 4 of them together on 1 string, and then put them all in my panel line, and we'll be good. I'll have almost 15,000 watts of solar power being fed down from the panels to my 12,000 watt inverter, which on cloudy days is perfect. I'll be getting like 8 or 9, 10,000 watts on a cloudy day, where before, right now, I'm only getting like 3,000. Out of 8,900, I get like 3,000 on a cloudy day. So you need the extra panels to boost your panel power on cloudy days to get your batteries charged up. And I'm also going to add another battery that right now it's going for 111,000 for one battery. I can't find these. There's no more Dynas 280 amp hour batteries, 51.2 volt. Sold these to me. That should allow me to be very comfortable when I'm going to add 10,000 or 6,000 more watts of power and add another 314 amp hour battery. I should have enough power to do everything I'm doing. Because PK bought a little refrigerator for the captain's cabin. You know, he's probably running 1 or 2 fans down there. He has 1 I know of. And lights, whatever he's running down there. And then the greenhouse, if we need it, we run lights down there. And then the new house we're building will come off my house as well. That's going to be a studio rental. So that's going to have a refrigerator in it. And if we do put aircon down there, close to the beach, might not put aircon, but if we do, then I'm going to have to buy a 4th battery. Just because I want to make sure we have plenty of power. It's going to be standalone. It's going to be off of my system here. I'm not going to put its own single system, a standalone system. I'm going to use my big system to run all the houses I own right in this area. It's easier that way because systems aren't cheap to put a whole new system in. Yeah, Dynas are very reliable batteries. They're the best I could find. So, yeah, the Dynas, they don't sell these anymore, Darren. But right now in Masbate, where I live, they're 111,000 for the 51.2 volt, 314 amp hour. I'm just waiting for what's coming next. Next year, do they quit making the 314? Because you really not to put, when you put batteries in a bank, you want them all to be the same size. You want them all to be a similar age. You don't want to be mixing matching batteries, because even with the battery management system, sometimes the battery management system gets confused. As Jeff found out the other day on his system, Jeff Babb over in Kataga, his system went, the battery wasn't putting in any power out. And then he had to reset the battery, the BMS on it. And all they do is you touch the plus and minus together temporarily, and it resets the battery and makes it pop back up and start producing power again. I didn't know that about the BMS. Now I do from that. Yeah. So those were 95,000 and 98,000. And now the new ones, the 314s, are 111,000. But I saw the 314 about 2 months ago was only 105,000. So when the cost of fuel went up, the batteries, now the cost of fuel has come down. I told the lady at Ion Solar, I said, I'm just going to wait on you guys, because I know your price is going to come down. You're not going to sell these for 111. You're going to bring the price down to 105 or even down to 100. And when you do, I'll be there to buy some from you. I'll just save my money until they bring the price back down, because fuel costs are coming down. Yep, from Wuhan. Haha, from Wuhan. We know Wuhan. All right. TYX, how are you? USA, all right. Constantine, very nice. Thank you, Constantine. Living there long term will be a challenge for me. I don't eat pork. You don't have to eat pork, traveler. You live in a fishing village like I do. We get fresh fish almost every day. Fish, crab, shrimp, sometimes lobster. Plenty of seafood. Chicken, plenty of chicken. You can have ducks. You can have pigeons if you like to raise pigeons. You can raise rabbits. The alternatives to pork are tremendous. And you can just have beef. There's a lot of cows here too. So no need to eat pork if you don't want to. I wondered, the mom hasn't talked to me in a few days. Probably because he's back over there with Jara. They're back together again. Yeah, Matt, he's going to learn the hard way. He is going to learn the hard way that he is the ATM machine. He'll learn that, because that's all it is. He's in lust and she's in money. Okay? You put together the two, they don't equal love. That you'll never get love out of that. You can't tell me you're falling in love with somebody in 2 days of knowing them, and then they break up with you and you still love them. I don't see it. I think this is a fantasy of his that he had going on before he came here. Maybe he saw her on my channel or something, so he wanted to meet her, and then he saw her. She's a petite little girl. She's about half the size of him, if that. Probably not even half the size of him. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. If you were here and you knew it, what she's like, okay? She's a child who had a child when she was like 18, okay, or 19. She had a baby. So she's a child that made a baby. Doesn't even know how to take care of the baby, okay? She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She doesn't do anything. Her parents take care of everything and help take care of the baby. She doesn't know anything about life, about anything. She's a child. And like I told him today, I was really hoping you'd find a woman, not a kid. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful women here who will give you anything you want, treat you like a king, and you want a child. I don't get it. I still don't get it. It pissed me off, and he knows about it. I said it to his face when he asked me why I was mad at him. He heard I was mad at him. I said, yeah, I'm mad. It shocked me that you're back with that girl again. I thought for sure you're going to go find a woman. No. Never mind. I wash my hands of it. I don't want to be involved in it whatsoever. So, thank you, Jap. I can't help anybody. If they won't help themselves, I can't help them. We talk about all the red flags on this channel every day, all the time. We discuss things not to do, not to go for. And you know what? When you're faced with 3 or 4 red flags flying right in your face and you still say that's love, run their own problem. Yeah. Yep, he'll learn. The sad part is he's going to learn the hard way, you know? So anyway, yeah, he's 38 years old. He's too old to be young and dumb. The girl can be young and dumb because she's only like 20, 21. She's young and dumb, you know? But she's one of the dumbest girls in this village. I can tell you that right now. Okay, guys? No joke, she's one of the dumbest kids in this village. Barely made it out of high school. Didn't learn any English. I mean, they teach English in school too. She learned none of it. The girl has no smarts about her whatsoever. She's not business minded. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She doesn't do nothing except get herself dressed in the daytime. And he's been giving her 100 pesos a day, is my understanding. And now all of a sudden, I saw her post something on Facebook like 3 or 4 days ago about needing a new phone. And boom, all of a sudden, he's back in good business and good with the family. Oh, what's going on with this? Oh, the brother's going to go to college. Oh, okay. I got it. Red flag number 6, number 7 coming up. Okay, that's all right. Go ahead, go for it, buddy. He gives me reverse red flag, forward red flag. Exactly. You know, but he's wearing shorts, guys. I don't see a kilt on him today. He had black shorts on. So, kudos. Yep. Anyway, if you guys, let me check. Is she in my room yet? She's not in the room. All right, guys. Basically, I'm going to tell you right now, if Janet comes back in this room, whoever's moderator, in her service god or whatever, you guys can just put her in the hide box. Because she's out there start trying to stir up more trouble on on James's channel, on Isaac's channel and James's channel, and just so much BS on this YouTube stuff. So you know what? I took her out of the hide box. She was doing her crap before. I took her out of the hide box, gave her the benefit of the doubt. I let her back in my channel, and then she went and told James or Isa that Mike said that people on James's channel are trying to destroy his channel. I know you guys didn't hear me say that. I was talking about Fox Finding Life and how Joe Boyd, he came in as Joe Boyd on James's channel, and Stone Cold caught him, unblocked Fox Finding Life, and then he could see the Joe Biden name and all the comments he was making, the negative comments in James's channel. That's what I said. I didn't say James is trying to destroy my channel. I didn't say anything like that. James and I are getting along fine. And all of a sudden, here comes more BS from Janet. You know what? She's out of here. I don't need her drama crap. So you guys see Inner Service God come back in, you're welcome to just poo right out of my channel. Because I will. I don't even want to talk to her. Just so much BS when that woman's around, you know? Even my Facebook is a picture of my dog. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing the same thing. Could be a sign of heart issue, nausea. Keep an eye out and ask him, are there any other issues? Actually, I'm just going to let him live his own life. I'm not even going to go down there. You know, I drug the bike out of the shed. I pushed it all the way up here. I did all but pressure wash it for him. I figured, well, come on, it's hot. You can use water. It's not going to be hot using water. You'll be nice and cool. But he didn't come up to do that. So tomorrow, I might hook up the pressure washer, pressure wash the bike, and I might even push it all the way down to the captain's cabin to him and say, here's your bike, bro. Thank you. You got the battery, you got the key, here's your bike. I'll get the paperwork out of the cabinet in here, and I will sign over a bill of sale. And then the mechanic never showed up today. They're supposed to come fix it. Maybe tomorrow he'll show up. But he can show up at PK's house. He doesn't have to show up at my house to fix PK's bike, you know? So I didn't promise him a rose garden. I didn't even want to sell him the bike. I told him flat out, the bike has problems with it. It's going to need a new battery. So I gave him a brand new battery today. Okay, it needs a new battery. It needs battery cables for it. And other than that, you need a valve stem for the front tire. Clean the carburetor. It'll run. It'll get you where you want to go. Very dependable bike. But I said the only other problem is you're heavy. And when Charm and I get on the bike, he goes, when we hit a bump, it's you can hear the fender hitting the back tire because it's got big tires on the back. And I said, you might find that every bump you hit, you're going to be hitting the back tire. Oh, I'll just put heavy duty shocks on it. Oh, okay. It's not my bike anymore. It's his bike. Yeah, the heart problem is he's in love. We see you, Matthew, but 1 star, mystery. Yeah, no mystery. I'm in Texas, 49, no kids, no wife. That's enough. Yeah, 1 star is good, guys. I've known 1 star. I've talked to him a lot. We chat on Messenger all the time. The guys who I made moderator in this channel, you can trust that they protect my channel because I wouldn't have made a moderator. I only wanted 5, and I would not have made a moderator if I didn't trust them. I would trust these guys with my life, okay? That's how I feel about them all. Yep. 1 star, Jap. And I put Vegas Will and Matthew, Josh. All you guys. You know that's how I feel about it. Jimmy John, I can trust with my life. Jimmy John doesn't want to be a mod, so. And no one's here to kick him out anymore. If anything happens to Jimmy John, that person's going to be gone in a freaking nanosecond. And only 5 people have mods, so nothing can happen to Jimmy John because I know you guys love Jimmy John as much as I do. So he's protected too. We're going to have to buy an Applebee's gift card and get this lunch date to happen. Yeah, exactly. How are you feeling, Josh? How's everything going with you now? You doing good? I'm really curious. Message me. Let me know how you're doing. We need to pray for you, get you over your sickness. I know you're doing fine, Josh. You're on my channel today. Applebee's has all you can eat wing, shrimp, and rib for $15. He says, who's got $30? Oh, that's pretty awesome. So 1 star wants you to buy him lunch. I don't know how. I'm on Facebook. Same name. Got pictures in there. My mama said I look like Elvis. Awesome. Jimmy John. Darren K says you probably made your investment back with the savings. Well, not exactly, Darren. It ended up being probably 450,000 pesos invested in solar. And in this village, they only give you 70 watts of power. And they only charge you 100 pesos a month. Hello, K. Sheree. Thank you for the heart. So they only charge you $100, 100 pesos a month here. 100 pesos for electricity, but they only give you 70 watts. And you have a limiter. So if you go over the limiter, it shuts the power off. And so in my house, I don't get no power. So I just told my brother-in-law who runs the generator, disconnect your wires off my house, please. And he did. I'm off the grid, 100% off. You know, really strange. Hello, 1 star. Thank you for the star. Thank you. I was talking to Maxana, my buddy over on Positive Conservative Expats Facebook page. And he got his electric bill. His electric meter, he's got a picture of his electric meter, it reads 21165. Okay? 21165. His reading when they looked at it before last month was 21164. This month, and he's got the breaker off. This month is 21165. 1 kilowatt hour, right? But on his bill, it says 21188. So it went from 165 to 188. So he walked out, he looked at his meter. His meter says 21165, not 21188. So he's going to get a whole electric company and say, hey, who the hell's meter are you reading and charging me for? I should have no bill. I've got you turned off. Now, see, the thing about Meralco and Concelco and all the electric companies here, even if you are not on their grid, okay, not my village, it's different. We have a little genset that runs this village. There's no electric company with meters, right? If you have a meter connected to your house, a meter, then you fall in the category where you have to pay for the electrical system loss, okay? Because you're signed up with the electric company and everybody has to pitch in a certain amount of money every month. That's on your bill, okay? Even though you have no electricity consumption, you have to pay the transmission loss, which is people that steal power, okay? Or loss due to their lines, not your fault. So when you look at the electric bill, it's itemized, boom, 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 boom. It's got like 100 freaking things on it with fees and this and that and this and that and this and that, right? And you say, well, I'm off the grid. The breaker's off. The meter's not turning. Why am I paying? You're paying because there's a meter still in your house. If you don't want to pay, it's simple. Here's how you get around it. You don't want to pay, okay? You don't pay the bill, and they come and pull the meter. Now, you are off grid, okay? Then you go to the electric company and you say, I understood I had a little outstanding bill here. I want to catch that up. But I don't want you to put the meter back on my house. I'm off the grid. That's it. They remove the meter, which only they can do. It's locked. Only they can remove the meter. And they'll only remove it if you don't pay the bill. If you pay the bill, they leave it there. They want that transmission loss money. They want those fees they add on, okay? So to get rid of it, don't pay the bill. It goes like a month or 2 months. Then they'll come, they'll pull the meter. You know, you get a warning or two. Then they'll pull the meter. After the meter's gone, then you go pay what little bit you owe. Clear your name, but don't have them put the meter back on. Stay off grid. Because the minute they put it on, you're paying money. And it's sort of like the Starlink service. If you guys notice the Starlink service, if you suspend the service, like right now it's $5,999 for 1 month of service with the mini. It's $4,099. I think it's $4,099 for my Gen 2 service, right? So it's over 10,000 pesos a month. Well, if you suspend the service, but you still own a Starlink, if I stop the service, it's month to month, but if you stop the service, they still charge you 650 pesos until you turn your service back on. So because you own a Starlink Mini and you applied for service with them, it's 650 pesos a month for them to keep your account active or going, right? Like a service charge to keep it going until you put the service back on again. So they get you for 650 pesos, or they get you for the, 10,000. In my case, it doesn't matter. I'm going to pay it anyway because I need it, because there is no other service if I don't have it. I'm screwed. There's no Wi-Fi here. So, yep. You're a cool guy, Jimmy. Don't do Facebook. There's plus the convenience of no brownouts. Yeah, no brownouts. I always have service for solar. I have no issues with power whatsoever. It runs a clean 230 volts. Perfect. Clean 230. Doesn't fluctuate. I have no dirty solar here. I run the little AVRs. I still have an AVR on my refrigerator back here. The little small ones you buy at Shopee. They're 250 pesos on Shopee. I run these on my appliances because I never know when I'm going to have to fire up my generator. If I have a really cloudy day for 3 days and I get no power, then in order to maximize the power going to the battery, I'll fire up the generator and run it 6 or 8 hours, Today we ran the gen set all day long. We're welding. I run the generator when we run the welder. I don't hook it up to my solar system at all. I don't want welder on my solar system. Too much power fluctuation. So I only do the generator when we're doing welding. I fire up the generator, hook up a cord right to the generator for them, and they run the welder. In fact, today one of the belts broke. Then my wife called me. I was down somewhere else doing something, and she called me and said, hey, the belt broke on the generator. Can you come up here? So I go up, and I keep extra belts in the genset room. I've got a bunch of belts because we've had several generators. We always run the 55. They're B55s is what we run, the wide ones, 55 inch. So that's what I have stock of. I got a bunch of them. So I just went back there and told the guy, hey, look in the genset room. They're hanging right there. He didn't see them before, the young kid. So he looked, he gets one, puts it on generator. I fired it back up. He's not strong enough to turn it over. And we took the battery out of the generator to put it in the MJ boat, the big battery, truck battery. I took it off the generator, put it in the MJ boat, and now the little battery I got in there is not enough to start it. It's not starting the gen set. So I either have a problem with the starter, however that happened. Or I'm gonna get the battery back out of the MJ boat because I'm gonna dry dock the MJ boat again. He's not allowed to, no one's gonna be allowed to take my boat to Panay Island. It's over with. The storms are coming and I want my boat safe. So, yeah. Just connect your mule bottles on the beach. Oh, I got a lot of those, you know. I got a lot of mule bottles sitting down there. But all those are going in the landfill. We're going to be cleaning up a lot here in the next few days. And a lot of the crap in the shed down here, it's going in the landfill too. I've had a bunch of stuff in that shed that are just going to get out of here. And we'll see. I may end up taking another motorcycle I got, pull the engine out of it, and just toss the whole damn thing in the landfill just to get rid of it. Just not riding it. It's no good. It's rotting down there. They're getting all rusty and everything. So we'll see. All right. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Hey, Sir Darren. K-Shree. Hello. Hello. It's me. How are you? It's me. Hello. Hello. Where are you from? It's me. You're J-Lo. Yeah, Michael's people eat healthy, delicious too. Do you like fish balls? Yeah. This is what Charm made for dinner, guys. I'll show you. Here's dinner tonight. It was a salad. It was like an egg salad with apple, bacon, corn. What else is in there? Lettuce. She just put a whole bunch of stuff in and made it really delicious. Really, really delicious, like an egg salad, you know, with bacon and everything. It's very, very good. I had 2 helpings of it. I felt guilty, but I said, oh, I love this. I'm going to have 2 helpings of it. So anyway, that was what dinner is right there. Very, very good. I got to put it in the fridge here in a little bit. There's nobody else coming to eat tonight. All right. Hello, hello, K-Shree. Hi, Yap. Did she have a kilt on, Mike? No, not today. No kilt today. Wearing black shorts today. He's doing good. Haven't been back to the house. I'm about to on with Crystal. Been sharing a place with Sam and Jane with Dumagetti and a house in St. Pete, Florida is great. Ah, very nice, Oliver. How come I never see you with Sam? I never see you with Sam, Jane, or Darren. Oliver, show me a picture of all you guys. I know Darren. I talked to him in person. I've talked to Sam in person. I've talked to Jane, but I've never seen you, Oliver. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Everyone knows everybody. That's really cool. Boy, I was watching some guy's channel today. The guy was slamming people from Dumagetti, calling them all losers and this and that and the other. These guys are so negative on their channels. It's like when I hear people do that, I just get off, you know? How nasty can they be? Okay, Robag, you know what? You're out of here. Goodbye, bro. I don't like nasty words on my channel. So you're gone. Goodbye. He's gone. Jimmy John, you're in Valencia now, Darren? No, Darren's in the USA still. All right. How are you, Panay? Welcome. Good to see you again. Family's doing great. Girls are doing good. I think they're goofing around. It's Friday evening, you know. No school tomorrow. MJ's probably playing on his tablet. Charm's just hanging out in the room doing her thing. It's all right. He does his own thing with Yonder if that's what he wants to do. I surely have made my mistakes too. Yeah, that's all it is. It's like my father when he came here. To him, the younger the better. The girl was 18. He was 76. And boy, was he high on lust. He's going to get him an 18-year-old. You know? All I got to say about people like that is that's pretty perv. That's what I can say about it. If you let, you know, the youngness cloud your judgment between love and real life, you know, when you know what real life is all about because you've listened to it for 5 years from people on YouTube who have told you about the Philippines and what you're going to run into. And then what do? Step right over the line, jump into the fire. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, people acting like kids. Yeah, the Legender. How are you? Another day? Yes, some more YouTube drama. We're trying to end all the drama. It's gradually getting off my channel. So we're getting to the point after this live feed that I don't care what. If somebody wants to ask me about somebody, it's better if you go to their channel and you ask them about them because I'm not going to discuss them anymore. I'm washing my hands of what's going on down there, and I'm washing my hands of all the other channels that want to cause controversy in my channel. I don't need that. So rather than say anything about anybody, all the trolls can get eliminated. The guys who are screwing with my channel before that were mods, they're no longer mods. So my channel is going to run normal again, and everything's going to be fine. I don't need people calling me up and messaging me and telling me I'm talking crap about someone's channel. You know, I got a letter from Wolfgang. Wolfgang has been in my chat some. You know, he was a regular for a while. And then he emailed me today. He says, I understand you talking bad about me in your channel. I said, no. I emailed him back. I said, no, Wolfgang. I wasn't saying one bad word about you. I was talking about Wolf finding strife, not Wolfgang. And you guys heard me. I was talking about the two people, Fox finding life and Wolf finding strife. You know, the fact that they're brothers. I was discussing different things completely, and he said I was talking bad about him, Wolfgang, because I mentioned the name Wolf, and it wasn't Wolfgang. And if you thought that, Wolfgang, if you listen to my live, it wasn't anything to do with you. Nothing. And I sent you an email to that effect also, so you know it. I had never said a word bad about you. I was only talking about people that are screwing with my channel, and Wolfgang wasn't one of them, you know. Thank you for the chili, Josh. I missed one earlier. You did too. Thank you. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, not everyone, especially Janet. Yeah, Janet's trying to stir the pot between my channel, Scott and Isa's channel, and the other channel. And it was just enough for him to message me and say, why are you saying this about me? I said, go watch my live feed. You know, you'll understand I didn't say none of that. The words that she spoke are totally wrong. Well, she kind of worded it correctly. She said, someone in his channel, because they were in his channel. So she was right about it in that respect. And I even pointed out to him. I said, she said someone in your channel. She didn't say you. She said someone in James's channel was messing with my channel. And it was someone in his channel, okay, that was coming in my channel also. The same guy who was calling Colonel a pedo in my channel that day, when Colonel was in my channel. He was calling him a pedo, then said something about James being a pedo. It was the same guy that was deleting people and hiding people in my channel, okay? And we know who it is. Everybody, I think you already know who it is without me saying names, so we'll leave it at that. And that's exactly what I told James. I said, James, I wouldn't give them the name. They kept asking for a name, and I refused. So, anyway. Yeah. You know, I don't really hold anything against her other than starting to stir the pot again. And that's not the way to be treating people's channel. You know, I did not say what she told Isa. What she was implying to Isa is that James was messing with my channel, is how it was implied to Isa, is what my understanding was. That's why James confronted me. But it's just like the other day when he called me up and he says, hey, this guy, Sick Grandpa, is talking shit about you. And I went over to Sick Grandpa's channel, and he said, talking about new YouTubers, Thriving Expat. That's what he said. New YouTubers. And he named some channels along with Thriving Expat. Yeah, I'm a new channel. I've only been here over a year, a little over a year. You know, I haven't been here 30 years like this guy that was running his mouth has been here, you know. So, anyway, from now on, it's just going to be forget people. We won't talk about people, just enjoy the channel and us. We who are in the channel who are friends, you know? Yep. So, yeah, exactly, 1 star. You know her. And you know what we went through before when I deleted her. Okay? And I'm not going to read you guys the message I received on WhatsApp from her. Okay? Slamming me very hard. And that's why I said, you know what? Enough of her. And I put her in the hit box. I left her in there for like 4 months. When I finally took her out, she did come back in. You know, she's been acting normal. The only thing I don't like is the all caps. If she can read what everybody else says in low letters, why does she continue to type in all caps? Okay? And that's one of the things on my Nightbot. If someone's typing in all caps over a certain number of characters, Nightbot will time them out. So I'm just going to turn on that feature again because that's the only person I know that uses all caps. I'll just increase the timeout time from 10 seconds to 600 seconds or something like that. And let's see if we can't get that to end too. Yeah, you're in the Philippines, Ava. This is the Philippines. It's hot here. It's must have been 85 to 90 today. It was very warm today too. And we had some clouds and some rain came too. Boy, did that make it humid and nasty. Yes, from the UK. Welcome to the chat. Long time, never heard from you. Are you okay, Sir Josh? Still healing up. Getting better, but not 100%. Soon, Josh. Look forward to it. Look forward to you getting on that, getting that passport and get your butt over here. We'll make you feel better over here, guaranteed. You'll love it over here. We got helots over here, Josh. We do. And they will make you feel like a brand new person. Yep. Very nice. Good to know. Yep. Get well soon, sir. Jenny Lynn, how are you? Welcome back. Hello, everyone. Yes. Hi, Jenny Lynn. Welcome. Thanks for the floating heart, Kay Cherie. Thank you, Sir Jap. 1 star sent his star there. Yep. I will need a big solar system. Yes, Matthew, you will. We'll do it as in a very reasonable amount of money. We can get everything from pretty much one source here that's pretty fair in prices. So, and I have a lot of Chinese contacts that sell solar panels and stuff direct from China. And they have a minimum order quantity as a thing. You know, we may have to buy extra panels and then sell some panels to someone else to get a MOQ done. But we'll see what happens. We can get them, if the MOQ is too much, we'll just get them locally here. They're pretty decent. Thanks for the chili, Josh. Matthew says, head over when I do in December. Yeah, 1 star. Come on over. Then I'm thinking about doing Streamlab. What do you guys think of this Streamlab thing? I have it on my phone. I haven't paid for it. I haven't really looked into how to operate it. But I was thinking about doing it. I'm coming in November. Matt, going to stay for 6 months. All right. Sounds great. I'm going to try and meet with an architect to design my house there. Oh, Matthew, you know what I would recommend? Just design it like I designed mine. Get a piece of paper and sit down with the builders, the guys who are going to do the building, and just say, look, this is what I'd like you to build for me. You know, you go hire an architect and you go pay for all these permits, you pay for this, you pay for that. Yeah, it's really not worth it. It's a big waste of money. When the guys here will build the house of your dreams like you want, you know. Let me show you guys a picture. Here's what I was thinking about doing that cabin down there. I'm considering it. I want to show you this picture I just got today. There you go. I was considering making that cabin down there just like that, where you can actually park a car in a garage, in a carport, have your living room downstairs, and it's actually 4 bedrooms, 3 or 4 bedrooms, and a CR upstairs. 2 CRs, one in the master, a master with a CR, another CR, and additional, I think it's 2 or 3 other rooms in that little house right there. And the living room, dining room, kitchen are all downstairs. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, I'll show you the inside of the house real quick. I'll just flip through them. Okay, here's the house. I've been looking at this design here. You see it's got a little carport, balcony up top. Then you go here. Okay, that's looking at the CR. Nice looking CR, tiled up. Okay, get that off of there. What's this? Oh, there's something else there. Okay, then let's move over to the next picture. Hold on, guys. This is showing you the kitchen area. But the kitchen, cabinets, kitchen counter, sink, has a stairwell going upstairs to the second floor and a back door going outside. Okay, and then here's another picture here showing where you come in the front door, what the living room looks like downstairs, and the steps where you go up. And then you have, this is looking out the window again at the front yard there. Okay, and then and then you go upstairs. Okay, climb the steps. Got a nice stairwell. This is the top of the stairwell. You see all the doors up top here? There's, I think, 4 doors up there, right? So they go in the door, they show you the first bedroom. It's got wood grain floors with a window. Okay, you go in the second bed, or then you have a CR, which is a common CR, nice looking, fully tiled, simple shower, toilet, sink, right? There's no cabinets in there, but you need towel racks. Okay, here's another bedroom upstairs, got windows on both sides. Keep those open, be nice and cool up there with a fan. This is over in Cebu. And then you have this one, which is the master bedroom that has big windows and has a door going out to the balcony. Okay. So I'm wondering, this is their subdivision where it's at. But I was just thinking that house looks pretty decent right there. So I was thinking, boy, that'd be kind of cool if I made my captain's cabin look like that, you know? A 2-story. If I turn it into a 2-story to look like that, you can actually park a car underneath, a small car. You know, I'm going to make my driveway go all the way down from the top. It's going to go all the way down there, past right next to that house. So it might be perfect to make that little studio like that and then do it with a second floor. And just take it on up. I can just cut the mango branches above it and take it on up, make a cement floor between the 2 floors, and then go on up and make a 3rd floor of it, or make a 2nd floor of it, and put the same bedroom, same kind of footprint that I just looked at. There's plenty of room there. I can do exactly the same thing this guy did on this house. He has 3 bedrooms and a CR upstairs, a living room, a dining room, kitchen area. Downstairs, where you come in the front door, that's living room, dining room, kitchen area. Upstairs, CR off the master, CR in the common area, and the 2 other bedrooms there, plus your master bedroom. They don't have to be huge rooms. It's just for guests, you know. So it might be something that I'm going to consider. I'm going to talk to Charm about it later. I haven't even talked to her about it yet. Usually when it comes to building stuff, it says it's up to you. She always say, it's up to you. It's up to you. Do what you want to do. It's a lot more money, but do what you want to do. I may just do it. I may just make that a 2-story house so you have a nice balcony, be able to see the ocean, you know. You'll be up there with the coconut trees. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be easy to pull the coconuts down then, huh? All right, let's catch up on the chat. All right, my friend rented a house here in Missouri that had an old gas meter. Nothing in the house on gas. He still had to pay the meter bill. They wouldn't remove the meter. Well, that's strange. Wow. Right on, Matt. Good. I will see you in December. I'm only there 21 days, though. Still too busy here. Yep. Michael Dowdy said, by law, the system laws can't be more than 10% of your total bill. Right, but they're really nailing everybody right now. Electric bills, they sent this guy a bill for 21,000 pesos. It went from 164. They faked the number. It was only 188. That's only, how many kilowatt hours is that? 14? 24. 24 kilowatt hours? And his bill is 21,000 pesos? There's something wrong. There's definitely something wrong with that. 24 kilowatt hours is what they said. But his meter only reads 1 kilowatt hour. They put 21188 on his bill. Yeah. So what the hell's going on? They need to call back the people who read the meters. Say, hey, I think you made a serious mistake. Here's my bill. Here's my meter. Read it. It says 21154. It doesn't say, or 21165. It doesn't say 21188 that you put down. And I got a 21,000 peso bill? Somebody miscalculated this guy's bill, okay? And he's going to fight it. Yep. Jap, it will be my house. What are you talking about? It will be his house, Jap. This is going to be his house. He's going to lease the land and he's going to build his house the way he wants. And we're going to help him build a beautiful home for himself here. ChatGPT could start making your home designs. I wish they could, but they won't give you actual designs. They can talk about on verbal different things, but they don't give you actual design. But they did pull up a design of my Mitsubishi one time, the wiring diagram of it. They did show me that. But I don't know if they can make, I have to ask him and see. Yeah, Jap, foreigners can't own land. He knows that. Because what he's going to do, Jap, he's just going to lease a plot of land. Charm's going to write him a lease for a plot of land, and it'll be like his own. You know, as many years as they'll allow the lease, whether it be 50 now or 99 or whatever it is, that's what he'll get. And then if he gets married, she'll drop the lease and transfer all the paperwork into his name. So that's what the plan is. But he knows you can't own land here. You have a lease, though. That's what his plan is. He's leasing from us, Jap. So he can trust us. We're not going to screw Matthew or screw anybody. Then once the leased land, nobody would get screwed over by my family. I can promise you that. Guaranteed. You know my wife, Jap. She's not going to hurt anybody. Hey Mo, find where you want to be before you worry about a female in our house, especially on a tourist visa. That's his plan. He's going to figure out where he wants to be. Jap says, I have a Filipino wife. She owns everything. So do I, Jap. And if your Filipino wife wanted to lease a home out to somebody for 50 years, she can do it. And they won't own it, but for 50 years, they have say-so in what they do. You know, that's the beauty of getting a lease, is that if you have someone willing to give you a lease, then that's the best way to go. You know, that is the very best way to go. So that's the way I'm looking at it is, and Charms agreed to it. So I've talked to Charm's father. If Matthew wants to lease land on his property, which we'll walk when Matthew gets here, he has 11 hectares up there. So we'll walk it all. It's going to be up to Matthew where he wants to lease. But as far as him being able to get a lease, piece of cake. He's going to get a lease. Okay? And that will be his land for that many years. That'll be the way it is. Yep, 7-year plan, already researching citizenship so I can own my own stuff. I don't trust women. Exactly. But the lease will make sure it's yours. So we're looking at it the right way, guys. Charm and I don't screw people over, and this is a good way for anybody who wants to come here and live comfortable to do that. Jester, we're just doing work on a shed. We're going to convert it to a house. So I'm just looking at a few designs, but I kind of got the design already drawn out, how we're going to do it. I'm just considering possibly to change the design a little bit to make it a 2-story. But anyway, it probably won't happen yet. Yep, I trust my wife, Matthew. I have a 3-year-old son. They're welcome to everything. That's exactly how I look at life, chap. Everything I buy, it belongs to them. The 2 houses in Cavite, one of them, when Micah turns 18, the one we just bought, will become Micah's. The other one we bought will be Ella's. And this house we live in will become MJ's. That's the plan. And if he wants, we'll buy him a house. You know, another place if he wants it. But that's usually what happens in a Filipino family. The firstborn son will inherit the family plot or the family home. And then in the case of our daughters, we've already bought houses. So, and we'll probably end up buying another house at some point, you know, and I'm going to encourage my kids to go to the USA and use the properties back here as income, and also to use these properties as a place to come back to. If they want to come back here and have a place to live, they're always going to be set. They're going to be perfect. It's just that they can make a lot more money by using their U.S. citizenship and living and working in the USA. You know, if they don't like it, come on back here. You know, it's so simple for them. So I'm going to encourage them to do that. Yep. Robot got hit by me. Yep. Amy, how are you? Nice show. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Amy. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Yeah, we know how it is, Jeff. He knows it all already. I mean, I've been talking a lot with Matthew. Okay, Matthew knows everything that's going on already. He's already fully aware of it. I like this new mic. He's had enough of the BS. Yep, I had enough. I'm done with that. Yep. God dang, Matthew, you're the most trusting. Jap, you gentlemen, yeah, laughing. Chum says, you are Ronaldo or Messi? My son wants to be both. He likes them both, Chum. Yeah, my son likes those 2 characters, I'll tell you. I tend to like Ronaldo too. My daughters like him. My son likes him. So whatever they like, okay. But my son likes Messi too. My daughters don't say anything about Messi. YouTube again, pixelating on me. It's reconnected now. Yeah, around here, just stay away. Yep, I agree, Matthew. And 1 star. Don't trust people until you can trust them. You know, once you can trust them, you know you can trust them. Thank you for the golden poo-poo, Josh. That's usually reserved for Michael Apostle. I don't see him in here tonight. I don't know what happened. Maybe he's working already. Thanks for the chili, too. Funny how talk gets turned around. Yeah. Matthew, you find girlfriend here. They're amazing people, the Filipinos. Yeah. 1 star. Thank you for the golden star. That's beautiful. Yeah. You guys, I'll just reiterate Matthew's position. Matthew is coming for 21 days. Matthew wants to look around, okay? And Matthew, the good news is, which I can share with you, my father-in-law told me today he believes that 35-hectare lot was never sold. So, depends what happens when you get here in December. That's the first thing we're going to go look at. Very first thing. And believe me, I'm saving my money too. Because boy, if that's available. Okay, I'm not even gonna look at the one you deleted there, 1 star. It's okay. I'm sure it got deleted for a good reason. Good move, Matt. Santos must have said something he didn't like. Put him out forever. I don't know if I can just hide these clowns, I think. 1 star, if I view the deleted message, I know you put the guy out for 86,000 seconds. What is that, a month? I don't know, a day? But anyway, if I view the message that guy wrote and I hide him, he'll be out forever, right? I believe so. Bye-bye. Now he's gone forever. Okay. Yep. He's gone. Okay. You timed him out, I put him out. I hit him. So he's gone. All right. All right, there you go. Yeah, Matthew, you go to the strip club. You're looking really. Yeah, he's not looking, Jap. He's just enjoying himself. You know that. When you're single and you're a truck driver and you're traveling all over the country and you and a bunch of buddies get together, what would you do? Go to a bar, go to a strip club, go enjoy life, go have a few beers together. Doesn't matter where you go. That's living life. I think that's a great opportunity not to meet somebody, but to just go enjoy yourself. Hell, you've been driving truck for the last 8 hours and you're tired, you're driving, and you get out and you say, let's go have a cold one, we got a day off. Head to the strip club, Why not? He's not married. He's single, he can do whatever he wants, so that's a great idea. Hey, Michael! The troll blocking's working good. It's working really good. Going to a club does not mean you're looking for a girlfriend. Exactly. Working, so mostly just listening. All right, Lindemann. Hello. 1 star. Hey, KTM. And Patrick said, wow. All right. Message deleted by Matthew. All right. Sorry, Matthew, not bashing you. Stone Cold was hidden by Matthew. Dr. Red Taco said, hello. Hi, Taco. Stone Cold hidden Mike. Who done that? Unhidden by Josh. Yes, Stone Cold is Joe Boyd, but Joe Boyd was not Joe Boyd. You guys must have missed it yesterday. You guys want me to go over it one more time? Thanks, Jap. I like my home too. Let's go about it one more time, guys. I'll explain what happened. Okay. The only one you guys can just blop out is Janet for now. All right. Stone Cold is Stone Cold from Australia. He was in another channel. Okay. This is what got somebody yelling at me today earlier, because that other channel that he was in messaged me and said, hey, I hear you're talking crap about my channel. People in my channel coming to your channel, or I'm trying to destroy your channel or something. He heard hearsay from Janet to Isa to him, and then he messaged me and I said, you need to just watch my live, because I never bashed your channel. I never said anything about you trying to destroy my channel or nothing. So anyway, he understood. And he can go back and read my channel if he wants. The live chat, I left it on so he can watch and read everything. Okay. But anyway, what I was saying yesterday was there was an individual who was on that other channel that Stone Cold was on. Okay. And Stone Cold could not see the messages that this individual was posting as Joe Boyd. The other individual was using Stone Cold's name. Stone Cold was there, but he couldn't see the messages because he had hidden and blocked that guy in the past. So when he unblocked that guy, then he saw the Joe Boyd comments, okay? And he realized this guy was using his real name to talk crap on this guy's channel. See? But before he unhid that guy, he couldn't see the messages. So he's 100% certain that the guy that he unhid was the one using that name. All right? So it wasn't Stone Cold. It was somebody impersonating him like they were doing in my channel. Okay? Same exact thing. And he caught the guy. He's 100% sure now who the guy is. And so that guy is back in the hidden box in my channel. So I don't have to deal with him at all. Okay, when he does come back. Right now, I talked to the guy, he disabled his whole YouTube channel. And he's got issues going on, so let him do his own thing. But he's not going to be in my channel. Anyone that's drama starting is out. Done. I don't need them in my channel. I don't care what they're contributing, chats or money or whatever. I need to stop that because that kind of person is a danger to your channel. And I don't want that. I just want a good, clean channel. Let's just have fun. So, Stone Cold is not the one who did it, okay? He got used like somebody else got used and someone else got used. 5 people in here, all of them got used, A lot of you guys were used and a lot of you guys got kicked out by this idiot. But now that's over with because we changed the mod status. Nice French windows. Josh says, think there was an impersonator? Yes, Josh, there was. And I'll message you on it, Josh. I think I know who it is by name, but I don't want to put it out here. I don't want to hear any more crap from people. Some guy misunderstood me yesterday talking about another wolf, and he thought I was talking about him. So he messaged me today, too. Sent me an email. I said, Wolfgang, it wasn't you. I wasn't talking about you. Wolfgang's a great guy, So, yes, he is a channel member. Yep. Stone Cold, his real name is Joe Boyd. So, see, I just explained to him, Stone Cold, everything that happened. So I think it was a little misunderstanding. They thought Joe Boyd was the guy coming in screwing with the channel. But it was the other guy using Joe Boyd's name. That he's out already. So you don't have to worry about it. The channel's clean right now, guys. Very, very clean right now. If it happens again, it can't happen. Personally, it cannot happen again. Because all of you guys that are mods don't do that. And the other person can't take your mod status. They cannot come in as JAP 1967 and be a moderator, okay, in my channel because they're not in my channel. Very nice, good adaptation. Thank you. I got to run back. Somebody popped in my channel a minute ago. I don't know if you guys even saw it. I caught it. Okay. Mine's the purple one. Purple. That's mine. It was in my bag. That's why I was keeping it in my bag so you wouldn't get confused. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. Yeah, I just saw Patrick come back. Patrick's back in the channel again. He came back in here just after 1 star, said, hey, KTM. Patrick came back in and showed up and said, wow. And I do 100% believe that Patrick is Justin, and Justin was Mike is gay yesterday. Thank you, Patrick, for all the gifts. I appreciate it. Yep. Thank you, Jap. Come on over and visit, Jap. Come on over and see us. You and Melly. I've been trying to get you guys over here. I think you really enjoyed the beach and everything, but right now is not a good time. We'll wait a couple months. Come over like August, September, when the jellyfish are gone, and I'll take you out. We'll go out in the boat, go cruise around, and just enjoy life, Just get away from the city for a while. Yeah, Josh, it was an impersonator for sure. But it's not Stone Cold, guys. Last I heard, Stone Cold and Homeboy, same person. That I don't know who Homeboys. I don't know who Homeboys is. Never seen that. To me, no 2-story in a hot climate. My lake house is 2-story. Never again. Okay, that's probably a good idea to keep it single level and with lots of windows. This is kind of how I got it planned right now. Very nice, good adaptation. Yeah, I don't know Homeboys either, Matthew. Never heard of them. You agree 1 star, but am on 3rd floor now. Can only go up, no space. Yeah, Jap, you're in a kind of a unique situation where you the same thing I have in Cavite and Tanza is I'm between houses. I can't go anywhere sideways or front and back. The only thing I could possibly do, is go up. So never mind. Just leave the house as is. I got a renter in it already. I can't do any renovations as long as it's being rented. And the renter in the new house said they're going to probably move out within 6 months because they're buying a place. And then they have another renter who wants to take over where they're at. So they'll just bring another renter right in, sign a lease agreement, boom, boom. And we have a renter in the house, same price, same everything. I may raise the rent. I think it's a little cheap. I think 10,000 is a little bit cheap for a 4-bedroom. I do. So we may go up to 12,000 if these new people come in. I don't even know who they are. Crizel, hello. You and Colonel, how are you? Welcome. Crizel in the chat. Crizel and Doug. Yes, that's her channel, guys. She's Colonel's girlfriend. I met her. I saw her in his chat the other day. So the channel Joe Boy with your picture isn't you. That I don't know, because I've never been there. I've never been to gone. Foodie's gone. I hate him too. I just hide them. You guys are timing them out. I'm just hiding them completely. I can hide them forever, and leave them in the hidden box for the rest of their life. Yes, everyone's welcome here, guys. Michael Dowdy says, my bill is about 1,500 pesos a month, except if it's been real hot, and I live right on the beach and have a 10-foot and 8-foot sliding glass doors. So 1,500 pesos a month, that's really good. You know how I got mine down, Michael? Even lower, when I was living over in Las Piñas, I unplugged my refrigerator at night. You can do it in daytime, you save a little more. But I was unplugging my refrigerator for 10 hours a day. You can do it, if you do it in the daytime, if you don't have a bunch of kids running around opening the fridge, what you can do is during peak hours, which is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., you just put your refrigerator on a timer so that every day at 9 a.m., the fridge turns off. And at 6 p.m., it turns back on. You can use little timers you can get at the hardware store. Any of the hardware stores have them. You can order them on Shopee. You can order them on Lazada. And just plug the timer in, set the time on it, plug in your refrigerator to it, and every day, your fridge, which is a big load, even though it's an inverter, it's a heavy load, it has a compressor. So it uses more power than most everything else in your house, more than an electric fan, So you can actually turn off your fridge during peak hours when the power level costs the most, and your electric bill would drop below 1,500. You'll get down to, 1,000, 1,100 a month. Because you're doing it every single day for 30 days, you're saving a lot of power in that inverter refrigerator if you're running an inverter like I do. So yeah, you can save a lot of money. Hit the like, guys. Future Farmer Backlund, how are you, Levi? So I was just saying, I'm getting ready to park the boat on the beach. We got storms coming. Got 2 storms coming now back to back. So sorry if I cut into you guys' planned fishing trip, but I'm not going to let anybody take the boat out of here, not with storms coming like they are. So I'm going to park the boat up on the beach, and if he wants to come visit you folks, he can take the same bunker that James and Karen rode on. Ray and Lynn, the same one they rode on. He can catch that one over. It's only 3.5 hours. And if he wants to ride inside the fast craft, it's even more comfortable with no sun. It's the same price, 900 out of Kalampang. And he can go right there into Colossi. And then from there, he can scoot right up to where you guys are up in Ackland. Take a bus or whatever. He's not here. He's down at his own place. More than likely, he's at his girlfriend's house right now. He's back with Jara again. So, best of luck to him. Josh says, hi, Levi. K-Shree, hi, Levi. FFA, welcome. Yes. Okay, Mike, I trust you with my life. I would trust you with mine too, John. And I met you. So, I feel like we know you well enough. Future Farmers, are they stone cold? Love you, brother. Not me, Matthew. Future Farmer Backland. Hey, 1-star job. Future Farmer in the house. Yes. Yes, hey, brothers. So how's their chicken farming going, Future Farmer, and your bad boys? Everything okay? We just had 7 ourselves. Our bad boy, we have one female. She had one baby inside of her still that they didn't get out. 7 babies came out, and they got all those, but one didn't come out. They didn't even know it. They thought she only delivered 7, had 7 only. But when the other one, when it did come out, it was already dead. So we lost one baby out of 8. All right. Shout out to all his subscribers. Thank you. Nightbot is goofy, yeah. No one's a managing mod anymore, Future Farmer. Every managing mod I had to delete because we were having a lot of issues with a lot of people getting blocked, members getting blocked and kicked out, and grays coming in and getting kicked out and hidden by impersonating people. And so I unmodded everybody. I put back 5 mods in my channel to monitor the channel when we're live. And that's it. That's all we got. Nobody else is going to be a mod. I know all you guys. I love all you guys, but I'm not making any more than 5. I'm going to just try 5 mods only. That's it. And I just picked them at random. And now I trust everybody here. You guys, I know you very well, most of you. We've talked in person, we've talked in email, we talked in Messenger. I just picked 5, put them on here. Guys I know I can trust. Not that I can't trust everybody, but I just put 5 guys. That's it. That's how I want to run the channel. We'll leave it right there. That's how it's going to be. They will probably never leave Masbate. Why would they? They probably won't. There's no reason to. As long as he has a bank account, they'll be fine. Not enough golden poops yet, Levi. You should come to India. Boy, if your mama named you that, I wouldn't come to India for nothing. They might try to name me that. Wow, can you imagine? Dar Mike sings. Oh, hello from India. Welcome to my channel. Mr. Dar, how are you? Dar Singh. Josh says, happy poop, thank you. Yeah, I removed them all, Levi. It's no offense to anyone. I love all of you. But I just don't want to have 3,000 plus mods in my channel anymore. I was seriously getting screwed with, Ackland, and you weren't here. You weren't in the channel. You would have seen it. My channel was seriously disrupted. All you could see is hidden, unhidden, hidden, unhidden, hidden, unhidden. The entire chat was taken by that. Over and over and over and over and over. We were having a battle between the guy hiding people and the guys here that were moderators unhiding them. And it was just a serious disruption until I figured out the way to solve it all was to remove all the mods. Whoever the clown was that had mod and thought he could come in here and screw with everybody, he learned the hard way. He learned that he's not a mod anymore. He can't screw with my channel anymore. He'll come in, he's a gray. So that's the end of the discussion with that. Thank you for the sparkles, 1 star. Jay says, what is the scariest supernatural encounter? I have not had a supernatural encounter, period. If it happens, I'll believe in him. Until it happens to me, it's whatever you say it is. No wedding proposals on day 2 of visit. No. I'm not even introducing. Matthew's not going to meet anybody, Josh. He's going to come here. By then I can drink again. We'll have a few drinks. We'll do some karaoke. I'm going to get Matthew up here on the microphone and listen to him sing for you guys. It's going to be fun. 86K is 24 hour. Okay, that's long enough. But I just hit him forever. If they're clowning in my channel, let's just hide them. Get rid of them. Maybe in a month I'll go in and delete them. You know? Yeah, I miss the strip clubs, Mike and Matthew. Yeah, I haven't had those jobs. I haven't been to those jobs since I was living in San Diego. As a single man in the Navy, going to school, we used to always get out of class at lunchtime, get out at 11 o'clock. We had to be back by 12:30. Jump on the motorcycles, haul ass to the club, pound down 3 pitchers of beer, haul ass back to class, drunk as a skunk, finish up the day. It was all good. We all got to see the strip club every day at lunchtime. It was a good time, all of us partying. And then they'd all come to my house, we'd party every weekend. All of us partying, riding dirt bikes, and I had dirt trails out there in Santee. out in California where I live. So we all had a great time. We were always partying. Navy life is fun, you know? Yep. He's not talking anything. He's not able to come in here anymore, Stone Cold. He can't come in here. If he comes in, he's a gray. He can't do anything, you know? If a guy comes in as Joe Boyd and he's talking crap on my channel, guess what? Like everybody else, he's a troll. Boom. The first time he says something, I got guys right now watching the channel. You know, all the guys that are mods are watching what's coming up. And you know what? Everything that pops up, as soon as they get, they're knocking out the trolls faster than I can even get to the chat. They're knocking them out. Good day, mate. Johnny from Australia. Hello. You need me thriving. I like every live. Thank you, Future. Thank you so much. But I just don't want to mod everybody. I have enough. Please accept that. I love you to death. I'm going to meet you one day. I'm going to come over and visit you over there in Ackland. But for now, I have enough mods. I'm just going to leave the channel as it is. We're happy now. Everybody's doing great. If you want to be green, Future Farmer, just like everybody else, you see Stone Cold, you see K-Cherie. The guys who are blue, some of them are green also. A lot of them are green. Most of them. But most of the guys, they went from gray to green to moderator. What we had a big influx of BS, Levi, and they were deleting the members. Okay? Anyone who was green or gray, a new guy would come in and say, hi. He got deleted. I'd go in, I'd view the message. Why the hell is this guy deleted? And it said, deleted by, first time was deleted by Fox Finding Life. Okay? I'm going to tell you exactly what happened so you understand. Then we stopped that. The next day, it said, the next live was deleted by Wolf Finding Strife. Over and over and over and over and over in the channel. Boom, 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 boom. Disrupting the whole hour, an hour of BS. So the next one was Stone Cold. Okay? It was Stone Cold's name. Then we had another one, and then we had Oliver Rust. It was just going names, boom to boom to boom. Changing his handle to be that person's name, and because he had moderator status, he'd be just sitting on the outside. He didn't say a word. He wasn't in the channel. He was just hiding people. Going in, hiding all the members. Everybody that was green, everybody that was gray, as soon as they pop in, boom, hiding them in the channel. Hiding them. Okay, not timing them out for 10 seconds. He was hiding them. Knocking them out of my channel. Killing my channel. Okay? So you know what I did? I said, enough. The first day, I deleted 2,000 mods. The next day, I deleted 500. It still happened again. The next day, I deleted all the mods. And guess what? The crap stopped. And now we have a normal channel again. I put back 5 mods that I could trust with my life. And that's all I want. I don't want any more than 5. Charm and I talked about it. We don't need this crap. If it kept happening, I would have just shut my damn channel down. Because you know what? I don't need this crap. I love being here with all of you. I love doing what we're doing. I love supporting my village like we're doing. It's a lot of fun. But if I can't do it and be happy, then I won't do it at all. I'll just be happy. Okay? So that's why I'm not making everybody mods again. I got the 5 I want. And if any of those said at any time tell me, hey, Mike, I don't want a mod anymore, I'll find another one. Okay? At that point. Then I'll put someone else in as mod. I'll consider you, Levi, for that. But right now, I just don't want any more mods. David Jessup, how are you? Welcome. Chap says, we trust you, Levi. I always like your videos. Like I always sub to everyone here. Just asked if you need a sub. Yeah, if you need any subs, Levi, we'd be glad to pin it at the bottom and have people come to your channel and sub to you. Be happy to do that. How come there's no logs on who makes mod changes? I don't know, Eddie. What they should have a log on is people that are doing handle changes. Your handle is not your channel name. You can be any handle you want. And so let's say, Eddie, that you're a mod, which you were before, okay? I give you mod status. Your name is still Eddie. Your channel is still Eddie TTV, right? But on your handle, you change it to @StoneCold-J7U. and you sit in the background because you got mod status. You don't have to come in and chat. You sit in the background, and somebody comes in that's a green. You touch their name on your screen, and you hide them because they're green. They're not a mod. Okay, they're a member, and you hide them. Then you go. Somebody comes in gray, like your name, Gray Eddie. Oh, I don't like Eddie. Boom, hide him. Everybody that was coming in my channel was getting hidden. And it was a nightmare. I mean, Dr. Red Taco was toe-to-toe. Matthew was toe-to-toe with these guys. Hiding on hiding, hiding on hiding. They would hide, he would unhide. My mods were unhiding. He would hide again, they would unhide. It went on and on and on and on. For an hour and a half. Finally, the guy gave up. He gave up and quit clowning the channel. The next day, he was back again. You know what? You can't have a YouTube channel with it going on like that. When people just want to come in and enjoy themselves and chat, and you got some guy in there just disrupting the whole chat. So the only way to avoid it is to take away all those mods because I didn't know who it was. I know it wasn't you, Levi. I know it wasn't you, Eddie. Okay? You guys who are in this chat, I know it's not you, but I'm not going to have 3,000 mods anymore. I'm going to stick with the 5 I got. They can do their job. If they don't want to do it and don't want to mod or whatever, they can let me know. I'll be glad to take them out and put somebody else in as a mod. But I just want to keep it down to less than 5. And I also understand that when YouTube sees you have a channel with 3,000 mods, they don't keep sending viewers to you because they don't like everybody subscribing back to everybody. YouTube hates that, okay? They hate that, and they have an algorithm set up to stop you by limiting the number of viewers they send to your channel. If you have everybody moderated, subscribing to everybody, and always talking about it on your channel. They don't like that at all, okay? A lot of things they don't like, they have a logarithm set up for that they don't like. So they don't like you talking about how much money they make, you know, and trying to promote you buy me a coffee or your PayPal or other means of getting paid. They don't like that. There's a lot of things they don't like. So there's a lot of guys that got demonetized for things they've said. And we're just trying to be very, very careful. And I want to keep my channel as clean as possible. All it takes is one bad apple and your channel's gone. You know, and I don't need that. So I'm a managing mod on Future Farmers. Sent the trolls over to us. Well, I hope they don't send trolls over to you. Manila says only washer and dryer in the crate, and the other stuff will get boxed up alone. So you will get 2 packages. Okay, how much is that going to be? Did you get a price? Yep, I'll be back at the end of July. Yep, Dave is coming back end of July, guys. One star says, I'd spin you around on the dance floor, Texas style, Casey. Right. Josh says, Michael can invite Ray over in December if Matthew needs some topless dancing. Yeah. You know what a shocker is? When you have a foreigner come to visit you, he doesn't know anybody in your village. And we're out at Fiesta. He goes out in the middle of the basketball court by himself with a chair, sits down, takes his shirt off, and starts being like a cowboy with his shirt off in front of the whole Fiesta. Gone crazy. I'll invite Ray back over. It was a lot of fun. Ray was a lot of fun. All right. Yeah, we were waiting in Manila, but he got pulled away. So this time he'll be back. And you guys will see him. He'll be live on my live with me, okay? You guys will get to see David once he gets here. Yeah. I still need to go watch that video since becoming member. All right. I trust you, Mike. You have it sorted. Good job. Thank you, Stone Cold. I want to keep it sorted. I want everything to be nice. Thank you, Future Farmers. I have a really cheap level 1. It's like 49 pesos. It's really, really cheap for a level 1. It's the cheapest one I could put up, you know. So I want to keep everything cheap. I only put like the old karaoke parties and stuff in the members. But if I come up with some really cool videos, then I will put those in the members also. If we're going to have some more parties coming up soon. And when we do, we'll probably have some crazy ladies up here doing some crazy stuff. Dancing and just having a great time, singing for us, and it'll be a lot of fun. They don't get monetized, so I throw them in the members only. That's where those come from. So if I have any special fishing trips, that I think members only deserve to see first. Like if I catch a great white shark or something that I want to showcase, I'll put it in the members only. You guys will see it first. And then after a week or so, I'll pull it down for everybody to see. Yeah, thanks everyone for being cool and fun. Yeah. Johnny Leach, no, you cannot be a mod. Thank you, though. Yeah, 5 mods is better. And if I was you, Future, I would do the same thing on your channel. I'd keep your channel very clean by just putting in mods you know and maintain just those mods. Everybody wants to be a mod. I understand it. And I used to give it to everybody. And when I swear, I was over 3,000 mods. I couldn't even view them all. I had to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and click on where it says, see the next 3,200, you know, and scroll and scroll and scroll. It's like, how are you going to figure out who's screwing with your channel when everyone's a mod? So better to keep the 5 and just, that's the way I would run yours as well. Jeff Hayes, good evening from Southwest Washington State. I used to live in Washington State. I was living up in Renton. My aunt used to live in Tacoma. My father was up north of Seattle. I forgot the name of the little area he was in up there, north of Seattle. But I grew up, I was 9 years or 7 years living in Renton, from 2 years old till I was 9. And then we moved down from Washington down to New Orleans. I still got an uncle who lives out there in the desert. He used to work for Boeing Airlines, and he moved out to a subdivision out in the desert there. So, yeah. Welcome, Jeff. Mike, you can't get rid of me, friend, for life. That's right. No plans to. All right, guys, I would like you to go over, if you could, please, and join up the Future Farmer of Ackland, if you guys can jot down his name. Really easy to remember. Future Farmers with an S of Ackland. Ackland is Panay Island. Okay? And you guys go visit him and please sign up on his channel as subscribers. Yep, beautiful soul. They say the best thing takes time. Hello, beautiful. That's why I'm late tonight. Good evening, Mike and my babies. Your baby baloots are here, beautiful soul. David says, yes, yep, I understand, but things came up. I had to go. Get them things done. I hope you'll understand when I get there and I explain it in person. Yep, we'll all have to meet for dinner sometime, John. I'm glad everything's cool again, you guys, because we went through a lot of controversy on our channel, and it's best we just leave it all in the past and let's move on. Let's be all be good friends. Oh, thank you, Jap. He is apologizing. Thank you, thank you. John Madden is out of here. All right. John Madden, that took a while to get taken down. I didn't even see it. I'm getting there. I'm glad Josh got him. Good, thank you. Hey, Eddie, yes. And me, I got put in the stockade. Get out, put in the pig pen. Well, I kind of like the pig pen. Well, Jimmy John, I made you a managing mod because the only way to save your ass, every time this clown came in, he went after Jimmy John. Because Jimmy John's always in my channel. He's a member. Every single time this guy came in, he hit Jimmy John and hit him. We kept unhiding him. It's like, you mother. And I didn't know who it was. And boy, I was getting pissed at this guy, you know. And finally, you know, you got to take it where it goes, you know. So, yep, I keep my enemies close. And my real enemies keep them even closer. Nightbot's cool. Future Farmer, he does his job. Nightbot could be vicious. I can put him in. I can tell Nightbot to do things that make him a vicious moderator. I wouldn't need any mods if I put him in. I can add all the words these trolls use, and as soon as they mention them, they're gone. The problem is Nightbot only does like a 5-second timeout. Then the troll's back. Then it does, you can change it to like however much time you want. After the first one, you can make it like 600 seconds or whatever, 86,000 if you want. But the thing is, you just got to tell Nightbot what you want on every single thing. And right now, Nightbot's in here only to say certain things to you guys. If you want my email, just type in email. If you want my phone number, type in phone number. That's the kind of information that Nightbot's been instructed to give out. Okay, like that. So, and there you go. He gave my email there, mikeandmanila@gmail.com. Okay. If you ask for the phone number, he'll give you my phone number. If you guys ever need to reach me, Hey, you have a problem, you got an issue come up, you want to reach me, do so. Jeff Haynes, I enjoy all your content, especially the fishing videos. Thank you, Jeff. I really wanted to go tonight. The water laid down, but the storm came back in today. Badass storm. Blew in from Panay, blew in from Iloilo area, coming that direction. Came right over us and bombed the hell out of us, raindrops. And then raindrops and lightning, and I was glad we didn't go fishing. You know, because you don't want to be out in the ocean here with lightning striking. Even with a wooden boat, you know, like you're holding your phone. Like my father always tells me, hey, it's starting to lightning, put your phone away. Even if I'm live, and I'll look, I'll see how far the lightning is away. I'll go, yeah, I got time, you know. It's not over us, it's way over there. And I'm sure he's surprised I don't put it away because it's an easy target for lightning out in the middle of the ocean. You know, you're dead, you know. There's been a couple of people recently got struck by lightning. Somebody, really weird, somebody in Pulang Duta the other day when I went to get the doctor to get my rabies shot. I think I was live at the time. You guys were with me live. The guy there that got shocked, electrical shock, died. Then, or it was a lady or somebody got electroshock and died, right? I think it was a lady. Then her son just had an accident and hit into a power pole and got electrically shocked and died. Is that weird or what? That is like unbelievable. Both in Pulang Duta. Within, what, 3 weeks of each other? Dead. The mother and the son dead now. Weird. Lightning. Electricity. Not lightning, but electricity. Got him. It was crazy. Ray almost got labeled a dirty grandpa at the fiesta. Yeah. Oh, boy. I don't know what people thought. Nobody came to me and said, hey, you know, that shouldn't have happened. Nobody said a word to me. Everybody just having a good time. So nobody cares. You know, that was the night I lost my big gold pennant I had. A big gold horse pennant. It was like, I don't know, the pennant alone was like $1,000 US just for the pennant. And I had my gold chain on, and I'm walking, and I get home, and the gold chain, I feel it fall down inside my shirt. I'm like, what? So I reach under my shirt, I get my gold chain. It came unclasped, right? It was unclasped. It just fell down inside my shirt. And my pennant was missing. I'm, oh, crap. I hurried back over to the basketball court to the fiesta, and I looked exactly where I had walked, and right there, laying next to the VIP table, was my pennant. Oh, man, thousands of people there. And nobody saw my gold pennant fall on the ground and took it. It was still there when I went back. So lucky. Wow. I'd have never found it. Somebody saw gold lay there, they'd have picked it up and it'd been theirs. They would have never said it's yours, you know? Yeah, we're still up in here, Oliver. My YouTube setup on UK is £499. Wow. They're charging you for premium. It's crazy. Who in the U.S. is coming to visit before Matthew does? From the U.S., only David Jessup will be here. Kay Cherie is coming over in August for the fiesta, the mini fiesta we have. And you're welcome, Jimmy John. Come on over anytime. Come over for August and come back in December with us. Instead of going that cruise, you come cruise your butt over here. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll get you on the basketball court with these guys. You're a big guy. They'll be fighting for the ball. We'll give you the ball, let them fight for it. Yeah. Need another Palani party. Yeah. There's a few of those come up every year, Josh. We go to San Andreas often. We go to Sampad. We go to Quñana Dutai every year. We don't go to San Antonio because the San Antonio area has a lot of fights, a lot of drunks and fights over there. And Charm just says, never mind. I mean, we own property in San Antonio. We own property in Quñana Dutai, right? But we only go to Quñana Dutai. We don't go to San Antonio because of all the crap going on in San Antonio. Every year they have a problem over there. So never mind. Yep, Jap says 400 pesos. Wow. Thank you, 1 star for the sparkles. Oliver says, July, I'm gone. Thank you, sweet 8-pound baby Jesus. All right, Oliver. Well, Oliver, I haven't even seen your picture. I haven't seen you with Darren or Sam or Jane or any of them. But Oliver, are you having your baby in Dumaguete? Is that why you're in Dumaguete? You're having your baby there? And that's to get it its dual citizenship? Is that what you're doing? Is July, I'm gone. Tell me what you're doing over there. I did the same thing, Oliver. My children, I was glad they were born here because I was able to get the U.S. citizenship by doing child report birth abroad. And Oliver, if you need help with that, let me know. Okay, I did it for all three of my children at the same time. But I waited until they were all born, which was a mistake. Don't do what I did. So I'll talk to you about things to do, how to do that. So if you need that help with child report birth abroad. My brother-in-law, I'll give you an example how stupid people can be. My sister-in-law, Teresi, Charm's sister, they had their son, Lucas. She's married to Danilo, who's a U.S. citizen, used to live in Texas, right? So him and his mother were in Texas. One day I posted something about Teresi, my sister-in-law being single, gave her age, said she's single, showed her a picture, and boom, this guy's mother contacted me because she was in the same expat site I was in, right? She contacted me, she says, I want her to meet my son, Danilo. That was her adopted son. Danilo's like 55 years old or 56 years old. Anyway, he and Teresi met. Teresi, I think, is like 30, I don't know, 38 maybe. So anyway, they had a child already. The child now is in grade 1. He's in grade 1. The mother of Danilo said, I'll take care of handling getting the birth citizenship for Lucas, for your son. And she said, I just need you to, pay me some money so I can pay the lawyer. So far, they supposedly owe her 500,000 pesos. And I asked Danilo, I said, what in the hell is going on, dude? It doesn't cost anything. You get the checklist, you show your relationship before pregnancy, you show conception, you show your sonogram, you show the baby being born, and you pair both parents there, you're with them when the baby's born. You show him at 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, and you're done. You submit that package with the birth certificate and your marriage certificate, you submit it to the embassy, and in 2 weeks they call you for an interview, you go in, you're done. You pay your 100 pesos for the fee for the child report birth abroad, and if you want to get their passport, it's another 130,000 pesos, $130. So it's 230 if you want the U.S. passport. I opted not to get it because it's only a 5-year passport, and they make you go renew the passport. My kids aren't going to the USA in the next 5 years. So I said, and from the time I did it, I said, never mind the 5-year thing. We don't need to get a passport for them. They had a Philippine passport. So I didn't do it. This lady is telling him he owes 500,000 pesos for child report birth abroad. His own mother that raised him, that adopted him and raised him, she's trying to scam him. She got some lawyer or something to do this child report birth abroad. Oh, you got to do this way. I told him, you know what, Danilo? You go to Alaska. When you get back from your fishing trip, I'll sit down and do all your paperwork with you and help you to send it into the embassy via LBC in Masbate. Just go send your package into to the embassy. And in 2 weeks, you and Chen go to the embassy appointment. When they tell you to be there, you make sure you're there. And your child will have his U.S. citizenship. Back to the day he was born. You don't have to pay only what they require at the embassy. $100 is the fee for it, for filing it. It's $100. You don't need to get the passport because the kid ain't going to the U.S. Now the mother of him, his mother that adopted him, his aunt, who's requesting all this $500,000 for this child report birth abroad, that's still not done, and that's been almost 2 years. Okay, this is how stupid everything is. It only takes you 3 or 4 weeks, and you're done. She's been dragging him on. Money, 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 money. His own mother. Scam, scam, scam. Trying to get money out of him. And now he realizes it. And she's trying to get him to get the U.S. passport for Lucas and him to send Lucas over to Texas to be with her. I said, this woman is a sick Sick psychopath. You don't need to put your son with her. Keep your son right here with your wife and you. That's so BS. Send the son to the U.S. Why? Why does this lady want his son so badly? She's a sick woman. Yeah, I know he's a nice guy. I like Levi too. But like I said, I got enough mods. He's okay with not being a mod. Yep, Jim and John, you're invited to my house. Mi casa is your casa. My house is your house. Yes. One day. Josh says, Jap, the gift membership starts out $4.99 for me, but if I go to Thriving main page and click membership, it's only 99 cents. Yeah, I put like 49 peso for level 1. Maybe they're just going to rounded to the lowest dollar value that they can, so it's 99 cents. Matt says, did J&K go visit Future Farmer? They know him very well. I'm sure, positive they have. Future Farmer can answer that. I don't know that positively, but I'm pretty sure they did. He's part of the Panay Posse, we call them, the guys who always go to all the meetings over there and they all meet at the Canadian bar over there. Jimmy John, even my wife says Jimmy John in the house. Yes. What's your layer percentage, Mike? You have chickens. Right now, I have chickens, yeah. I think we have about 30. And right now, we're not getting a lot of eggs. They're in a lull right now, so we're not getting a lot of eggs. But we are feeding them lay mash to see if we can get them back on track, laying more eggs. I've got about 8 roosters in there. And all the eggs in the incubator were eggs that they laid that I'm hatching out more chicks. Stone Cold. I got, I think, 4 now. I want to go out here and check the one because he was having issues. I put him in the cage. I think he's going to die. I put him in with the other 3, and the other 3 were doing the same thing they did to the other one the other day I put in there. They're pecking at his butt. I don't know why. They're pecking at his butt, and then his butt was all bloody, like the guts were coming out of his butt. I need to... Oh, he's still alive. This little fella here. Hold on. Turn my camera around. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. He's hurting. He's tired. He's laying down here, but he hadn't got all his feathers dried yet. And let me give him some water. Maybe that'll help him. Well, he opened his eyes when I gave him a little water. The water dish is too high. He can't even drink it. Now, these are the other guys right here. I got 1, 2, 3 in there. And they should have a solar light on top of them, which they don't have. And they don't have any water. Someone moved the water. Oh, he's got water. Okay. So I got 3 in here. I got 1 up here in the box, which I don't think the one's going to live because the bigger ones here were pecking at his butt. And I saw his little guts hanging out his butt. So he's not going to make it. But we're incubating eggs right now. I'm not getting a lot of eggs, and I don't have that many chicks, Stone Cold. I think hen-wise, I probably have 20 hens right now and about 7 roosters, Rhode Island red roosters, that I'm going to be killing some roosters pretty soon. Hi, Jap and Jimmy John. How are you, my baby baloots? Hello, Jap says, all right. Beauty, you're funny. Mike, if we will all be there, if we will all live there, it will be called Casa de Chaos. Yeah, why not? Wouldn't that be cool if we were all sitting at a table at the fiesta? We're all live. Everybody gets to see all of us together. That'd be super freaking cool, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry about that. All right, here we go. Glad to have all you guys. 35-year-old hot Barbie doll, Filipina. It didn't work, Michael. You said just type in what I want. You typed in beer, huh? I'm going to do that. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to set Nightbot up. You're going to type in beer. I know that's what you want. You type in beer, and Nightbot's going to have a response for you. He doesn't have one yet. He's going to have one. I used to have one for Ray. Anybody say Ray in the chat? He would say something funny about Ray. And I had him saying something about scuba. Let's see you dance, scuba. But anyway, I took all that stuff out. Yeah. Hi, Matthew. How are you? Chap says, Mike, I think Charm is sick grandpa in disguise. No, she's not. But that sick grandpa, I don't think he's responded to anything I've said. He'll get back to it one of these days. Somebody say, oh, this guy's talking about you, sick grandpa. You should talk about him. He's got a big following. He got 4,000 something. He's got double the subscribers I've got. And who would watch the crap he throws out? Unbelievable. And then people are telling me, oh, this guy's talking about you. He called me a newbie. Okay, he said the truth. He called me a newbie, you know. Where is the diva? The diva is here somewhere. Hello, Zara. How are you? Says Jimmy John says, as late as 20 years ago, them boys can't touch me. Now I just do beer drinking contests with Oliver. Oh, everyone's sleeping. Sound asleep, sound asleep. I think the girls are probably sleeping too. I should probably shut down my live feed here soon. I guess it's close to 11, huh? Oh, it's after 11. Wow, 11:08. Yeah, it's time to get to bed. Get some sleep. Got a busy day tomorrow. The garage down there that we're converting to a house, we're took everything out. Well, not at all out yet. We're getting everything out. Okay. So I got the super light bike out today so PK can get it out of here. And in fact, tomorrow I may throw the pressure washer on it, and then I'll just roll it down the hill. When I get down there, I'll push it to his house. That way, there's no excuse for him not taking his bike, you know, because it's too heavy or, you know, he can't push it. He's too tired. He's too weak or whatever. I'll just take it down there and then it'll be done. And then he'll have his bike. I'll get a little kid to jump behind there and push it for me, you know, while I'm pushing it too. So we'll get his bike down to him. And then he can have the mechanic down there working on his bike. Yeah. Future Farmers had a few visits from J&K. Okay. I just can't answer those questions because I don't watch those channels all the time. I'm a very, very busy guy, you know. Hey, Cherie, hello. So when everything is coming your way, you're in the wrong lane. Drive safe always, Matthew. Yes. All right, David, take care. I'll see you in the next live. Thank you very much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everything you do for us. Always just 7 years left, so fingers crossed, no mistakes. Yep, you'll be safe. Yep. David, you take care of yourself, okay? We'll see you soon. Jeremy John says, sick grandma. Mike, we learn by your mistakes. Well, I hope people do, chap. I know someone who didn't learn by my mistakes, and I've been talking about him, but he still don't learn, so I'm sorry. At this point, there's nothing I can do. The Manila contact said she will text me the cost. I will screenshot and send it to you on WhatsApp. All right. Are we paying in Manila? Are we paying there? How's it work? Because it's up to you. Let me know, Matthew. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Glad you guys are here. Thank you. That's why we love the whites. Thank you. JJ was like, beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. That's very true, beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. And I'll tell you what, I've gotten drunk and thought people were very beautiful till the next morning when I woke up. I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Dang. Ask Levi Mike, Future Farmers. He's a chicken specialist. Yeah, I know he is. And I'm never going to get to that point. Well, I don't plan to right now. Matthew and I are talking about it on whether we want to go, you know, full bore in a lot of chickens or just maintain a certain amount of chickens, you know, for personal and raise cows, you know, for both personal and for selling the cow meat and baboy. Same thing, you know. So we're discussing it and we'll see what comes up in the future. We'll keep you guys appraised of what's happening at some later date. Usually I like to wait until after it's a go before I start yakking about it. Like the house in Cavite, you know, that was a go. I told you guys I was buying another house. The other house I bought there, I told you guys about that. Usually I make sure it's a sure thing before I go talking about it because plans can change overnight. Yep. Have to name the baby chick after me. Okay, Josh. If this one makes it, it's in the box, I'll name it whatever you want me to name it. I have a little rooster down there in the box. I think 2 of those are roosters, and then I have one that's a little hen. So whatever you want to name them, we can sure do that. And I'll keep that one special for you, Josh. So when you come, I'll say, this is your bird. We can eat it, or we can grill it. We can fry it, grill it, or we can let it live. We'll let you pardon it. Beautiful beer holder. That's me. Yeah. I'll be a beer holder. I think I have 7 days left. 7 days left. 1 week from today, from Friday. And I will be holding a beer in my hand, guys. I promise you. PSK says, "Hi, Mike. Geez, if there's a Canadian bar, I'm there." There's no Canadian bar here where I live. There's one over at Rojas City. It's called the Canadian Beaver. That's the one that all the expats go to. They meet up there. They have meetups. I don't know how often. I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, whatever they are. Future farmer knows. Other guys that go to those meetups all know. I don't get invited to them. I never see an invite to a meetup at Canadian Beaver. Never. Nobody that's there ever sends over an invite to me. And that's a lot of guys who live on Panay Island and around. I'm not a bar guy, okay? I don't go to bars. I stay home with my wife and kids. I'm not one that goes and hangs out at bars. But I did go to the Canadian Beaver. Charm and I went, and PK was with us. We all went to Canadian Beaver. We tried the food. I was a little disappointed. Everybody told me it was because that the cook I got on Monday, they had a meetup on a Sunday, which I never even heard about until I got there on Monday. I was there in Rojas on Monday. I said, hey, let's go over and check out this place. We've never been there. So I went over, wanted to have some food, check out their beer they had. They only had one beer on tap, which was a little disappointing. Everything else you want to buy, you have to buy it in bottles, which makes it more expensive. And then the food, I think I talked about it before. The meat was very bland. And when I talked to some of the guys that are regulars there, they say they're usually really awesome. But the cook on Monday is not the regular cook. It's just some lady that will cook burgers if somebody asks for them and doesn't know even anything about spices or anything. I mean, no salt. You imagine a double patty hamburger, big double patty hamburger, real nice hamburger with no seasoning at all, as bland as it could be. And I didn't even ask him. Maybe I could have poured salt on it. It would have tasted better. But I just made up my mind right then that I didn't like the burger. I ate it, but I didn't care for it. And then I said, I'll never eat it again. If they can't put little spices on it, some seasoned salt, little pepper on a burger, come on. You don't know how to cook red meat. Red meat needs a little salt. Yeah, you want a review of the Canadian Beaver? Don't eat the double cheeseburgers. Okay, I don't know about the steaks or anything else, so I can't tell you about any of the other food. The fries were good. I didn't like the double cheeseburger they had because the meat was just bland as hell. All right, got to run. Thank you, 1 star, for moderating. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it a lot. Love you much. Thank you. Canadian Beaver, too funny. Yeah, that's what he calls that place. But he's not owned by a Canadian anymore. It's owned by the Filipino because he couldn't afford the bar. He had to give it up. He was losing money out his ass. So the Canadian guy that was involved in that Philippines Life doesn't own it anymore. He's only a part owner just for the advertising to bring in customers. He gets paid a percentage, I'm sure, by how many customers come in there, okay, that are foreigners. That's how he gets a percentage of money from them. So, yep. All right. Our newest member. Thank you. Constantine. Welcome to level 2. Thank you, Constantine. Thank you so much. Hi there, Ravioli has channeled that Philippines Life. Yes, he does. He does a lot of Facebooking. He does a lot of YouTubing. I think he's, I don't know if he's in a bad way now, money-wise. I don't know what all is going on with him. But I saw a video he put out about being a 45-year-old Canadian without a pension or without any income, real income here in this country. And the thing is that he is single. Okay, so he's on tourist or SRRV. He cannot be on a 13A visa. I think he probably is on an SRRV, but I'm not positive what visa he's carrying right now. He has a girlfriend. He's not married. So that guy is, I don't know whether he's talking about what exactly he was talking about. Don't come here. He basically saying the same thing we all say. Don't come here with no money, So I'm in Masbate Island, everybody. Oliver's winking at you, beautiful. I'm trying to get a price for getting it to your sister-in-law's. Y'all will have to cover the truck from there to yours for sure. All right, well, just let me know what the cost is, Matthew. That'd be great. If we got to pay it over here, it's fine. When it arrives, it's fine. Usually we have to pay in advance over there before they'll ship it, so let me know, please. Sol, are you going to bring me some Blossom shorts at Mike's? Maybe she'll bring you some balut too. Thanks everyone for being cool and having fun. Good live stream, guys. Thank you. Thank you. 1 star. The middle contact is from there, and she is already saying, I hope you find a good woman when I visit. There you go. Pink or purple, Matthew. Mike, you do the greatest review of the Canadian beaver. Thank you, Jap. Thank you. Thank you. Never trust the beaver. Purple. He wants purple. Go to the White Horse Masbate, the best host and food. The White House, you mean? Yeah. We'll give you good food and we'll host you well. Welcome to the green team. Yes. Thank you, Constantine. I just listened to you guys and try to learn. I've had a fever all week. I'm a little off. Oh, sorry to hear that. Did you try the little, the salt under the tongue trick, Constantine? I understand it really works well for headaches and stuff. And fever usually is accompanied with headaches. It might even help you to get back on track. Fever all week. That sounds bad. I had fever for 2 weeks one time, Constantine, and I believe it was something in the water. I think it was typhoid fever, actually, that got me. And I was here in the Philippines, and boy, was I out of it. Yeah, get some, get the pink Himalayan, put it under your tongue, okay? Between your teeth and your tongue. Put it under your tongue, like half a teaspoon, okay? And then let it dissolve. And drink a full glass of water, like a big glass of water. And see how you feel. See if it knocks you out better. Make you feel better. Anyway, remember the saying, feed a fever, starve a cold. So don't not eat because you have a fever. So, and that, I used to do that trick where you bundle up so hot until the fever breaks. And then an hour later, here comes the fever again. You know what I found worked really well for me, Constantine? And this is what really did work. I got out of the house and I got out in the sun. If you have sun there, not rain, try that. Get out of the house, get out in the sun, go for a walk. Okay? Absorb some of that sunshine into your body. Your body may be craving it, especially if you've been indoors the whole time you've had your fever. Get out, just take a small walk in the sun and see if you don't feel better too. It'll help a lot. It's retirement visa. Yeah, the SRV is a retirement visa. Yep. One star to see you guys in the next live. Salamat po. Much welcome, 1 star. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I'm guessing I should. He took out the pin thing now. He's been pinned long enough. I don't think he's in the chat anymore anyway. But you guys, thank you all for coming in. I'd like to see us get to 50, but it's okay. 46 is a good number. We have 46 people gave likes tonight and 16 people still in the chat, so it's awesome. Thank you guys. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much. We had a non-disruptive chat tonight, same as last night. Very, very good. I love it. And everything flowed smoothly. So everyone, thank you, Jap. Later, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. I will make a video or go live tomorrow as we start to do the things we're going to do for the house downstairs. When we start ripping out the roof, we're going to get everything out of the shed first. The slicing machine's going to come out, the wooden table that's in there, and all the junk's going to come out. I'm going to load all the crap in the chariot, take it down to that big hole I got on the other lot, dump it all in there. All the bag, I got a bunch of bags of garbage. I'm going to tell the guy, hey, let's get all this out of here, dump it down there. We're making a hollow block. We did 10 cement sacks of hollow block already. It was about 320 to 350. I didn't count them yet, hollow blocks. Now we're stacking those back out of the way, and he's going to make another 10 sacks of hollow block tomorrow, and then probably the next day, another 5 sacks of hollow block. So we're going to do a total of 25 sacks of hollow block, which should be enough to build this whole house that we're building, this small little place we're building. And I don't care if I have extra, because I got another house down there on the beach I got to rebuild too. So we got a lot of work coming up and a lot of projects, and we'll try to keep you guys posted. If the weather gets better, we'll go fishing. If it's 2 storms back to back coming in and we can sneak in a day, we will. So we'll try to do our best to get out there and on the ocean again and go fishing again. But I don't like pushing these guys when the waves are really big. They don't like it either. They don't like the big waves. It's hard to pull the nets in. So say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Red Taco. Thank you. Jap, Constantine, thank you for your membership. Beautiful soul, good night. Take care. All hugs and everything to everybody. Thank you so much. Josh says you got to run over and visit CO the farmer. Happy 10-year anniversary. Is he live right now, Josh? Fishing, yeah. Let me bop over to CO the farmer and wish him a happy 10th too. And then I'll get myself to bed. All right, guys, take care. Love you much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.